Let's see. Okay. Okay, yeah, we should be good. Huh. Okay, let me just go ahead and start. Put this here. Hey, Blue Wolf. But anyway, hi everyone. I am Timberler15 and welcome to Rantstream. I haven't done one of these in a long time, and I'm excited for this one because I have a lot to say about this game, Among Us. And it doesn't matter what platform it's on, the phone, PC, the Switch. I don't give a fuck. I have the PC version. I also have it on my phone too, but whatever. But anyway, yes. Today I will be ranting about Among Us. I did ping the server. Yeah, I did ping the server. Yeah, I put it in the I put the announcement of the stream in the general announcement. Yeah, I did ping the server. Yeah, it should be fine. The blue wolf, the second in command, sort of. Yeah, but last stream was back in the summer. Oh, okay, cool. Now that's a long time then. That's like what, like 9 months. But anyway, yeah. So today we're going to be ranting about Among Us. Now, oh my god, let me go ahead and go to the next. Oh, whoops! Did I change the aspect of this when I moved? Huh? Hold up. Let me look at something really fast. Oh, I think I did. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Yeah, I did. Okay, so let me not, let me not, let me not minimize that window then. Okay, but anyway, let's go on. Continue. So, what the hell is Among Us? Okay, well, Among Us is a game where players, they're all in this map and then they go around and solve mysteries with each other. Because in this game, there are two entities. You can be either a crewmate or an imposter. And as a crewmate, your task is to go around and complete, well, your goal is to go around and complete tasks with your other crewmates to win the game. But the imposter's goal is to stop that from happening by killing people until there are no people left, or by making it so that, when somebody reports a body or calls an emergency meeting, they all discuss who could have done the killing. The imposters have to avoid suspicions, whereas the crewmates have to guess who the imposter is, or if there's more than one imposter, who the imposters are. So, yeah, so that's basically the game. If you can be either a crewmate or an imposter, but you're more likely to be a crewmate than be an imposter. So, yeah, most of the time you're just gonna be playing as crewmate. But when you get an imposter, well, good for you. That's good. But I don't like being an imposter personally. It's just too stressful. And plus, I tend not to last until the last round. I can get past the first round just fine, but after that, my mileage varies. And there are times where I've just completely fucked up as the imposter, so I'm like, fuck. But anyway, let's go ahead and continue. Okay, so next. So, I did not mean, sorry, I meant to take that out, because that's really just part of this. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so, let me get the chat back up. Oh yeah, that's right. So, the imposter can win by having an all-death scenario. That is, sabotaging the oxygen and nuclear meltdown. Yeah, that's what I forgot to mention. So, imposters can sabotage the map to make it harder for crewmates to win. And they do this in two ways. By making it so that all crewmates die if they fail to fix the sabotage. Certain sabotages are lethal, but others not so much. Whereas other... Oh, thank you, Blue. Whereas other... imposters can fix sabotages too, by the way. I mean, they have to avoid suspicion somehow. But yeah, So they can make, so if imposters win by what was I saying? Oh yeah, yeah, like if they sabotage, and that's one way to get, not only to like potentially kill off everyone, but also to uh distract everyone while they're busy doing killings. So, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot to say about this game. I could go into for more detail about all the mechanics, but I think I'll just stop here because I don't want to make that part too long. Although there might be a few other mechanics I'm missing. Well, of course, crewmates can do two things, as well as imposters. They can report dead bodies or call emergency meetings with the emergency meeting button. And yeah, so basically, if you have two imposters, once you get everyone down to four, and the two imposters are still around, the imposters win. If it's just one imposter, if you get it down to just two people, the imposter wins. If it's three people, if you get it down to, I believe, six, then the imposters win. So if the number of imposters is equal to the number of crewmates remaining, then the imposter wins by default. But if the crew finishes all their tasks first, they win by default. Or if they vote out all the imposters before the imposters can win, they win by default. So, yeah, it's a very complex game. And of course, the imposter can lie and make themselves look innocent and all that stuff. And it's all part of the game. Like it's a game where you can work with people or work against them, trick them or back them up or anything like that. Anything goes as long as no one's cheating. So that's really the game in a nutshell. Okay, so now let's talk about what the fuck is wrong with this game. Because even though this game is enjoyable, there are so many things that make it very, very annoying. I like this game, and I still play it to this day, but oh my god, I swear to god, it's just so frustrating because there are just so many issues with it. The first one, and really this first one is just one big issue with a series of sub-issues. So the first one, the one that makes this game so fucking annoying, is the people. What do I mean by that? Well, let's go ahead and look. And, okay. So many issues here. Several fucking issues here. And it's honestly just annoying. They're all annoying. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to... Too many windows. I have too many windows open. Okay. So, let's talk about the first issue. Not listening to crewmates. And this is probably the biggest issue that people have with this game, where somebody says something important or game winning and then everyone just ignores it, or some people ignore it, and you're just like, and you just wonder what these people are doing. Like, this happens. It's just so fucking annoying. You have to listen to your crewmates because they might say something very important, and if you don't heed their advice or whatever, then you could potentially lose. But yet some people just don't fucking listen to crewmates. They don't listen. They do not fucking listen. And it's really fucking frustrating. I cannot tell you how many times I've watched a game where we lose, if I'm the crewmate, because people just failed to listen to what others were saying, or just flat out ignored them, or even dismissed them. And then they wonder why they lose. And I'm just like, no, you fucking idiots. Learn to listen to your crewmates. And, I have stories to tell about this first one. So, several stories to tell. Okay. This is going to be a good one. Okay, number one, and this was the one that triggered me the most. And anyone who's read my little rants in the, venting channel of my Discord server, they know what I'm talking about here. Oh my god. Okay, so let's talk about number one here. So we were playing a game on the Skeld, and I was a crewmate. I wasn't the imposter. I was a crewmate. And then the first round is called, And I can't remember if someone died. I honestly can't remember. But yeah, I'm pretty sure someone died. But someone started, suspecting me, and I was like, it's not me. And they kept suspecting me, but everyone decided to skip because there was, no evidence. Okay, so now we have the second round, right? And I realized then that I had trash. I didn't know it before because I didn't get a chance to. I didn't really look at. I forgot to look at the list completely. I just looked at one random task and went to do it. But at this point, I knew that I had trash. So I'm like, oh, okay, I have a way to clear myself now because imposters can't do tasks. Crewmates can do tasks, but imposters can't. And there are certain tasks. They're called visual tasks. If you do them in front of people and people can see that there's an animation for it, like say you're doing asteroids, or you're what, doing the trash, or you're fixing the shields, and there's one more, I think. Oh yeah, scanning, or when you do a med-based scan, all that stuff. If people see you do those things, and you're obviously cleared because imposters can't do tasks, let alone visual tasks. So I'm like, okay, now I have a way to clear myself. And visual tasks were on. You could turn them off in the settings, but they were on. So I'm like, okay, I have a way to clear myself now. But then there's a second round. And the same fucking person, he was white. Like, his color was white, I mean. The same person, white, he kept suspecting me. But this time, I knew I could clear myself. So I'm like, okay, I have trash this time. I have trash, guys. I can show you. And he's like, and he still keeps suspecting me, and I'm like, no, I have trash. I have trash. I can show you. I can show all of you that I have trash. And he keeps doing it, and I'm like, oh shit, I hit the mic. I need to stop doing that. And I'm like, I have trash, and he's like, and then other people were starting to join in with white, saying, yeah, it's probably lime, and I'm like, no, I have trash. I was literally screaming it throughout the conversation, but they weren't listening. They were not fucking listening, and. And then three people vote me out. And I'm like, I just had a way. I just said I had trash. I had a way to clear myself. I had a way to clear myself. I was so pissed. But, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Maybe we can still win. So I decided to go and do my task as a ghost. And at this point, the imposter managed to kill off all but three people. And then they just killed off one. But then White, the same person who suspected me like an idiot, found the body, and then he's like, oh, okay, it's Brown. And I'm like, okay, so White has a brain. Thank God. Now, shortly before White found the body, I saw Brown chasing Black throughout the cafeteria trying to kill her. Because, he had only two people left, so he really needed to kill one and be done with it. But White found the body before Brown could do the kill. And Black, during the discussion, said that Brown was trying to kill them. So I'm like, okay, well, I mean, they fucked up at the beginning, but we can still win. No, that's not what happens. Guess what happens? Okay, so White votes the imposter, right? He votes Brown, and which is what he should have done. And guess what Black does? Guess what Black does? Just guess. Everyone in the chat, guess what Black does? Guess what they do? You'd be surprised what Black does. Like, okay, White votes Brown, right? So what does Black do? One skipped. There you go. They skipped. And I'm like, okay, first of all, you don't fucking skip on 3. You never skip on 3. Because if you skip on 3, all the imposter has to do is call a sabotage and you're screwed. If you don't fix a sabotage, the imposter wins. But if you do try to fix it, the imposter can use that opportunity to kill you. And there are no bodies left to report, and that's the only way to break a sabotage, to find a dead body. And which is why you don't fucking skip on 3, because you can't call the emergency button during sabotages. It doesn't matter whether or not they're lethal. You can't fucking do it. So, as you suspect, we lost the game. Yeah, they skipped phone. Exactly. Yeah, see? Yeah, even Maple's speechless. It's like, I'm just like, I'm like, Black, you literally just said that Brown was trying to kill you in the cafeteria. Why would you skip? Especially on 3. Why? 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 You said you said he was trying to kill you and you skip. She didn't let time run out, by the way. There's a difference between skipping and letting time run out while voting. So if you let time run out, then you don't vote or skip. It doesn't count as voting or skipping. So she didn't actually let time run out. She chose to skip. And I'm like, why would you skip voting when you just said that someone was trying to kill you? And I'm just like, yeah, exactly. That's a GG for the imposter. We could have won that. Because A, everyone knew who the imposter was obvious at that point. And B, had I not been voted out, I could have helped them. Because normally I don't screw up as a teammate. Normally I don't. But like, and the few times that I do, they tend to be catastrophic. But normally I don't screw up as a teammate. I'm actually quite good at finding imposters. And I've found many. And so, like, I'm just like, why would you do that? I was just totally speechless. It's just like, yeah, they didn't misclick it. Like, yeah, like, how you can't misclick it. Like, the buttons are far apart. The skip voting button and the vote for someone button, they're far apart. You can't misclick. She chose to skip. And I'm just like, you fucking dumbass. And when the lobby opened up, I just typed in the chat. I was so frustrated with everyone in that game that I just typed in the chat, oh my god, you all are so stupid. It's just like, I just didn't care at that point. I just said it. And even the imposter agreed. He was like, yeah, they are. And I'm like, yeah, see, even the imposter agrees with me. Like, I'm just like, yo, you all are so stupid. We could have won that. That was an easy game. We could have won that. It's just like, really, you skipped. Why would you skip? There is no reason for you to skip in that scenario. Jesus. It's just, I don't get it. I don't get people. I don't. I just don't. But yeah, I was pretty frustrated. Now, in the next game we won, as crewmates. Because, I found out who the imposter was because I stumbled upon them walking away from the body and weapons. And this time, the person who stupidly skipped in the last round actually voted for the imposter this time. I was like, okay, good. So you actually do have a brain. You just didn't use it in the last game. So, yeah. Yeah, it's one imposter. Yeah, exactly. It was one imposter. Who the fuck does that in a one imposter game? Oh my god. Like, oh my god. It just, I don't know. Like, this is what happens when you don't listen to crewmates, and that happens all the fucking time when you say something important and people don't listen. Jesus. And, oh my god. And oh my god, there's another story. Let's go to number 2. So we were playing this game with one imposter, and I was like, okay, at this point, I think it's white. I said that to the other crewmate. And the other crewmate votes me out. And I'm just like, I just said it was this person. I just said it was this person. I just said it. And you just vote me out. Why would you vote me out? You could have at least provided a reason for it. But no, you just like, what? I'm gonna just vote this. And I'm like, was your brain working at that time? I don't think it was. And when the chat opened up, the lobby chat opened up, I was like, I said it was right. You had one job. How do you fuck that up? And then the person left after that. I'm like, fine, good. Just leave. Your dumb ass was not needed. I just like, you had one job. You had one job. I said who it was. You just ignored me. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh yeah, I'm talking about number 3, not number 2. My bad. Well, number 2 on this list is a similar issue where like I think I think I'm mixing up stories now. But number 2 and 3 are similar. Basically, I said someone was the imposter. Either they skipped or they voted me out. So they're both similar in that regard. And I'm just like, I said it was this person. We could have won that. You had one job. You had one job. And you fucked it up. Yeah, exactly. At least give a reason for voting me out. There might have been a valid reason to vote me out. Because that's just part of the game. Like, there could be any number of reasons to vote somebody out. If you want to vote someone out, fine. But have a reason for it. And it's just, but people often vote without giving any fucking reasons. Even when you're trying to have a discussion with them, they just sit there on their asses and they're like, Derp, I'm just gonna vote this person. Yep. And I'm like, y'all are stupid. And I don't know. I don't fucking know. Okay, and let me talk about number 4. Number 4 was just big oof. And the person who made these mistakes clearly was very new at the game. So, in the first game, I was a crewmate, and there were 4 people left. And I was a crewmate, and at this point, I thought I knew who the imposter was, so normally you skip on 4, but I was so certain of who the imposter was, so I voted him out with one other crewmate. Wasn't actually that person. I was like, oh shit, I fucked up. But fortunately, I managed to hit the emergency button before the imposter had the chance to act. So, because, on 3, you there's not much you can do there. So I was like, oh my god, that was close. I almost messed up, but that's okay. Like, we still have 3 people left, we can still vote. And then the other crewmate said, should we skip? And I was like, no, skipping is a bad idea. It's like, and then I said, okay, so I think it's this person. And the other crewmate skips after I said that. And I'm like, she says I already skipped. And I'm like, no. Oh my, I said 2 things. I said that one, that cyan was the imposter. The color cyan was the imposter. And 2, that skipping was a bad idea. Because again, you don't skip on 3. And I'm like, I told you what you should have done. I told you. And then everyone in the chat was mad at her. They were like, why the fuck would you skip on 3? Like, who the fuck skips on 3? Yeah, but although to be fair to her, she did know she fucked up. So I'm just like, okay, you know what? I'm just not going to be mad about it. It's just one fuck up. Hopefully she learned from that. She's learning. She seems to be new, so she's learning. But then she makes a similar mistake in another game. In the game right after this one. So, again, there were 4 people left. I made a bad judgment call and ended up giving someone an opportunity to kill me. But that's okay, because one of the crewmates saw that imposter running away from my body. So I'm like, okay, I fucked up, but we can still win this. And then he said, and this was the same person who was the imposter last round. So they're well aware of, how the other crewmate, how incompetent they were. So the person who found my body said, okay, so I know it's this person because I saw them running away from the body. And guess what that one crewmate I talked about earlier did? Just guess. Say it with me, everyone. Say it with me. They skipped voting. And I'm like, why? Or actually, I don't remember if she skipped voting. She might have voted for someone else. I can't remember. Either she skipped voting or voted for someone else. But either way, she didn't vote for the imposter. And I'm just like, your crewmate literally told you who the imposter was, dear. and, and then the other crewmate got mad at her, and like the other crewmate got mad at her, and then she's like, okay, so I fucked up twice. I mean, at least she knew she fucked up, but I'm like, fam, you didn't learn anything the first time? And then the other crewmate got mad at her, called her a peanut brain, and left. And I was like, ouch. I mean, I get where they're coming from, but I was like, ouch. But yeah, I'm just like, yeah, she cost the game for us twice. And I'm just like, fam, you gotta learn how to listen to your teammates. Big oof. Just huge oof. Did someone... Hold up. I think... I thought someone was trying to... No, never mind. I was like, big oof. Huge oof. I'm just like... I was like, I wasn't happy with her, but I felt bad for her because at least she knew she fucked up and she was learning. So I'm like, okay, I can kind of forgive you still. But to be fair to me and the other crewmate, we did tell her what she should have done, but for some reason, either she didn't understand what we were talking about or she just didn't listen. Either way, she should have known what to do, even if she was new. It's just, I don't know. And that's the thing, like with people, like you tell people this or something and they ignore you. And I'm just like, I just said this thing that could have helped us win. It's just fucking frustrating. Now let's talk about the last one. The last one really pissed me off. Here, let me drink some of my water first. Okay. So my cousin and I, Stephanie, were playing a game on the Skeld, right? And what was I going to say? Oh yeah, and at one point, my cousin found she was yellow. She was the color yellow. She found out who the imposter was. She said that the imposter was Red because she said he did a stack kill in electrical. And then Red was trying to convince everyone, oh, I know it looks bad, but I didn't do it. Of course, he didn't sound very convincing. But then Yellow said something else that really should have been even more convincing. Like she said, okay, if not him, then vote me out. And that's a good way of getting people to believe you. Like, if it's not this person, then just vote me out. And more often than not, that works. So she said that. But people voted her out instead. And I'm just like, okay, that's weird. Like, she said vote him, Red, out first, and then vote her out. But I'm like, okay, whatever. You know, they could always just 50-50 it. And by that, I mean, like, just vote both out, since there were so many people remaining. But they didn't vote Red out after that. I was like, you guys didn't vote Red out? Like Yellow told you who it was, and you didn't vote? You didn't vote Red out? Like, you voted Yellow out, but you didn't vote Red out. Why didn't you vote both of them out? Oh my god. And then, I knew who the other imposter was. It was a game of two imposters. It was Black. And Black was trying to kill me in the cafeteria. And I managed to press the emergency button, but Black killed me anyway. And I'm like, how did that happen? I pressed the emergency button. But, you know, and I'm going to talk about this later because the game has issues like this. But Black killed me anyway. I hit the button, Black killed me right after. I guess we did it almost at the same time, but I pressed the button first, and he killed me. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And of course, no one knew, and of course the emergency meeting was called, but no one knew who called it. I mean, you could see who called it, but, like, you know, I was killed, so they didn't know exactly what was going on. And then we lost the game to Red and Black. And then in the lobby chat, I said, guys, Yellow literally told you who it was. And then Yellow said, I fucking said it was Red. Which made me laugh, because she was right. She did say it was Red. But no one listened. And what also pissed me off is that I knew who the other imposter was, but I didn't even get a chance to because the game fucked it up. And I'll talk about that issue in a moment. But yeah, that game just pissed, because my cousin and I both knew who the imposters were, but yet the game just like, nope. But yeah, basically all these stories show that, you know, you say one thing, people will just ignore it, or they'll just come up with some weak ass excuse and weak ass counter argument, and everyone's like, "Oh, that's a good counter argument. Yeah, you're sus." And I'm like, "No, idiots, just listen." So yeah, that's the number one way to piss people off. Not listening to your teammates. You have to listen to your teammates. And what pisses me off about these is not so much that we lost, but that we lost badly. Like, I can handle losses. I'm fine with, like, I can accept losing. Of course, everyone prefers to win, but I can accept losing. But I hate when we lose badly. When that is we don't lose as a team. We lose because someone wasn't doing their part. And in all these stories, my team wasn't fucking doing their parts. And I'm just like, we could have won that game. This didn't need to happen. You all fucked up. You're idiots. And I hate that. Oh, that happened. Oh, you were the imposter. You killed someone when they were trying to call an emergency meeting. Yeah, I don't know. And that can also happen when someone's trying to report a body too. And I'll get to that issue in a moment because it's fucked people over plenty of times. Okay, so, oh wait, you said something else. Oh, you're voting innocent crewmates off. You protect the imposter. Oh wow, that's funny. But yeah. Yeah, that's the number one way to get people mad at you, not listening to your crewmates. So, yeah, like, work as a team, try to listen to each other, like, don't vote people out unless you have a reason to. Oh, and this one game yesterday, I got voted out for no reason other than someone saying, well, Lime sus. And I'm like, but I didn't do anything. How is it me? And then everyone's like, oh, yeah, he's totally sus. I'm just like, I didn't do anything. I mean, yeah, like, I was watching two people and not doing anything, but, like, I wasn't trying to kill or anything like that. I was just watching them to see if one would kill the other, and then I was gonna go and leave. And then they sussed me. I'm like, you don't have enough evidence. You don't have enough evidence. But no, they all voted me out anyway. I was pretty mad at them. And I can't remember if we won or lost that game. I think we won, but I can't remember. But either way, once the lobby chat opened up after the game, I was like, if you're going to vote someone out, have evidence for it. And I just shouted at everyone in the chat for just doing that. It's just like, a few of them did apologize, so I was like, fine, whatever. I was like, alright, fine, I forgive you guys. But next time, please, do not vote someone out without a good reason. But, yeah, listen to your teammates, please, and don't vote without a good reason. I should have listed that, actually. I should have listed that as one of these. Not listening to crewmates as well as... Oops. Those might as well be two and one. Two... They might as well be one and the same. So let me just edit. Okay, yeah. So yeah, let's do it like that. Not listening to crewmates or voting without a reason. Because there are times where people will just flat out like vote without saying anything, and I'm like, really? Like, did you just ignore what I said? And okay, and you know what? Actually, let me move this up because let me change the order of this a bit because this one, oops, this one is quite related to this one. Like, number 2 is related to number 1. So, yeah, and Nime said something earlier, like, that I'll talk about at the very end, what the people who you should be playing with, but let me talk about these things first. Okay, So, seeing Chi mad interests me. Blue. Nah, I'm kidding. Everyone likes it. Everyone seems fascinated when I'm mad because, like, oh, when I rant, I tear the shit out of things. I just rip it apart. Are you three in a gang? And your friend said no. Wow. Wow. You're just trolling everyone. Okay, but okay, so now let's talk about issue number 2. Not participating in discussions. If you've played Among Us for any reasonable period of time, you know this to be true. Where you try to have a conversation with people, or a discussion, or anything like that, or a debate, and people don't say anything. Or they say something completely unrelated to the topic at hand. And you're just like, okay, is anyone gonna talk here? Is anyone gonna say something relevant? Because they just fucking sit on their fucking hands or whatever, and they don't just say anything. And I'm like, come on, guys, I'm trying to have a discussion here. We need to figure out who the imposter is. But they just sit there and they don't say anything, or they just vote. Like you just see voting en masse. Like you just like, it's like they just vote so many times. I'm like, guys, why are you doing that? Like, let's have a discussion first. But no, they don't. And so many games have been ruined because people just don't fucking take the time to talk. They don't. And I'm just like, oh my god. What's the point of even having a discussion feature if no one is going to use it? I even at one point asked in the lobby, okay, is anyone going to say anything important here? And someone said, nope. And I'm like, okay, you all are just a bunch of idiots. It's just... I don't know. I'm done. I'm just fucking done. I'm done. Like, holy shit. It's just, I'm like, guys, you have to talk to people. Imposter or crewmate, I don't care. You have to talk. Because and it's not just because, you know, you're trying to figure out who the imposter is if you're a crewmate. Or if you're trying to move suspicion away from yourself if you're an imposter. But, you know, it's also, like, for crewmates, if you don't talk, people will automatically assume you're being sus. So it's like, if you don't talk, you're not helping your case. And I'm just like, why aren't you talking? And it just pisses me off. Like, ooh, shit. Let me drink some more water. What is it, Blue Wolf? If only they implemented the voice chat when they're discussing, right? Fortunately, and I'm going to talk about this later, Discord has something like this. So, and people use Among Us with Discord. Some people. So that helps a lot. Like, you just go into a lobby and then you voice chat with other people. Although there are non-voice chat lobbies available, which I tend to use. I spent time in only a few voice chat lobbies. Okay, so what was I talking about? Well, yeah, people just flat out don't contribute to discussions, and that just makes it really frustrating because now you have no way of knowing who's the imposter. Who the imposter is, I mean. Okay, now that's number 2, and which is related to number 1. Hell, the 2 things I put in number 1 might as well be 2 separate reasons. But they're very closely linked, so whatever. Okay, so now let's talk about number 3. Lacking basic deduction skills. So, whenever people... Okay, so throughout this game, you'll find that crewmates will clear each other. Like, they'll say, oh, it can't be this person because he was with me the entire time. Or it can't be this person because they did this visual task. Or whatever. Right? That's how the game works. You clear people. You find out who could have done the crime and who couldn't have. But there are some people who seem to... Well, first, before I talk about that. And so, by clearing other people, you narrow down the list of suspects to the point where it's like, okay, it has to be this person. Or at least one of these people. But some people just don't seem to fucking understand this principle. Like they lack basic deduction skills, such as what process of elimination, where it's like, okay, it can't be this person, and it can't be this person, and it certainly can't be this person. It has to be either this person or this person. Like some people don't understand that principle, and then they end up voting people out or accusing people who were already cleared or who couldn't have possibly done the crime. And I'm just like, what are you fucking idiots doing? These people were already cleared. Like, come on. Or they lack basic deduction skills in other areas. Like when somebody's like, okay, there was this one time where I was standing between lower engine and electrical, right? I was in the hallway. I see Pink go into electrical, and someone else was in electrical. I don't see them come out. I go in. I don't see Pink, but I see a body. I'm like, okay, it has to be Pink. And then purple and blue were in security at the time, so we had 4 people left after that point. And so I'm like, okay, it has to be Pink. And purple was like, oh, well, Pink said, I was in reactor. I'm like, no, you weren't. I saw you. I never saw you leave electrical. And for you to have gone to reactor, you would have had to pass by me. And because you couldn't have gone the other way around that quickly. Not without taking a shortcut, which you did. You vented. And purple was like, but I saw Pink go into reactor from med bay. And I didn't point this out at the time, but I should have. But we won anyway because they believed me anyway. But I was like, purple, you saw Pink go out of medbay, but you didn't see her go into medbay because you were on cams. You and Blue were on cams in security when this happened, so you should have known that Pink didn't go into medbay. She came out of medbay, which means that she vented after killing, what was it, Lime, I think, in electrical. Or no, it wasn't Lime. I think it was someone else. Probably Cyan. I think Cyan, blue, or green, whatever. It was one of those colors because I was Lime. So I'm just like, you didn't realize that if you see someone go out of medbay but not into medbay, that just means that they vented. Like you couldn't have processed that. But whatever, we still won because I'm just like, nah, there's no way Pink could have gone to reactor without, like, she couldn't have gone to reactor without passing by me or without taking the long way around, and she wouldn't have been able to go that quickly. So it's just like, fam, like, come on, purple, you should have seen that Pink was lying. But yeah, like it's just like some people just don't realize how others are just so suspicious. I'm like, come on, fam. Someone just said something that doesn't make any sense, and you didn't pick up on it. Like some people just don't understand. Like, okay, someone here just said something that doesn't sound right. We should vote them out. But they either ignore it or they just don't understand it. And they're like, oh, but I saw this. I'm like, no, that doesn't matter. This shouldn't have happened. Oh, you didn't miss much, Scott. I'm just talking about how people tend to ruin this game. Okay, and yeah, let me show you all a video that shows that demonstrates exactly what I mean regarding people who lack basic deduction skills. So let me switch over to this. And let me just go to this. Okay, so watch this video, because this video shows exactly what happens in a lot of games. It's pretty easy to tell who the imposter is here, but you know, some people, they just can't put 2 and 2 together.
White went. Is White still alive? I don't know. I don't pay attention to the beginning of the round, and that's killer. I need to stay with someone. Stay with someone who I know for a fact is innocent. Uh-oh. Why the f*** are you following? Is Rum safe? I don't know. I know you're safe, Link, so I'm gonna follow you. Oh my god, I don't know if you're safe, Rums. I have no idea if you're safe. No! Yes! Okay, thank Christ. Thank Christ. Someone saw that. Someone saw that. Thank you.
Ooh.
Okay. Rams? What? Okay, it's Rams.
It's Goose. It's Goose.
Wait, what?
I saw Goose run past the body and then Rams back to.
I didn't even see the body, 1 and 2. It's Rams.
No, bro. And 3, I'm
No, it's Rams. I swear.
You walked past it, I found it. There's no way it's not.
I was literally pressing the alarm.
I cleared Goose.
Well, it's not me. I swear to God. Come on.
Why? I already cleared Goose. It's Rams. It was either Jinx or Rams.
If it's not him.
It was Jinx or Rams. Because anybody listen to my calls. I narrowed it down to 2 people and they fucked it. Oh!
What do you mean I seen you? Okay, so where did I go? How did it go? And then I was gonna report, and then you reported before me. That's how it went.
Goose
If you told me,
I just want to know where the body was found.
it was like
going to navigate.
it was between the hallway and navigation.
Oh, that's Goose.
Okay, so I think we should
Yeah,
go.
Rams was over there too.
It's Goose.
It's come on, it's not me.
Okay, wait, Goose. Explain it again.
You think it's Goose? Okay, so I'll vote Goose.
No, wait, don't vote yet.
Please vote, please vote, please vote. It's me.
Yeah. It's Rams.
Minute. We're not
You're
stupid.
stupid.
This is so simple.
Game over.
This is so simple.
We win. We win.
Oh my god.
We win. We win. We win. We win.
Oh, that's so upsetting.
Oh my.
What do you mean? I just narrowed it down to 2 people, and you're accusing neither of them.
Rams, I trusted you. I thought you were my friend. I thought you were my friend.
I
So
really
wait,
saw
who are we
Goose go up to
voting?
it.
I think we should
Are they
vote
gonna
Wink.
pull it back?
What?
How the hell?
Hold on, listen. I don't know, because I did see him coming when me and Corey were going there.
Can we get a bra spam in chat, please?
Because Goose did see walk past it.
You cut
It said the only thing I was on cams. The Goose looked like he did walk past it, and you went to report it, but you were the only one for his body. So it's like, if it's not, then I have no idea who it is.
How do you have no idea who it is? I spelled it out. I narrowed it down to 2.
I don't think it's Oink though. I think it's Ram.
Yes, Kamani. Yes, Kamani. Yes, Kamani.
What
Gosh.
does screen time mean? I don't.
It's me.
Oh my gosh.
Hurry up and vote him. Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me?
Okay, for everybody who's just tuning
Hear
in.
Corey being pissed off right now.
Yeah, 100%. I cleared everybody but 2 people. Rums and Jinx. And now, as soon as I die, everyone starts pointing fingers at the same people who I already cleared.
Oh
I
my
was
god.
right. I was right. I was right. I was right. I was right.
Okay, so now I'm gonna switch back. Okay. Oh shit, let me... Okay. You see, that's precisely the shit a lot of people who play this game have to deal with. Like, holy shit. Oh my god. Like, okay, like... Honestly, I'm surprised. 2 people knew who it was, but the 3rd person was like, "Oh no, let's avoid the other person." I'm like, if it's not one, it has to be the other. If it's not one, it has to be the other. That's how process of elimination works. You narrow down the list of suspects before you can find out who the person is. And I'm just like, guys, if it's not one, it has to be the other. Like, how did they not know it was yellow? Like, it's like, oh, it's blue, but they vote the blue out. I'm like, okay, so it's not blue. Then you guys know now it has to be yellow. But then one person was like, no, it's white instead. I'm like, you fucking idiot. I'm sorry. I know that's not nice, but I'm like, if it's not one, it has to be the other. It's so simple. It's just, oh my god. And that's the shit people have to deal with every day. Where some people are like, where they forget what was already established, and they're like, you know what? I'm gonna vote this person. Like, no, it's exactly as Nine said. Evidence out the window, and I'm like, Okay. Like, Jesus Christ. And what made it worse is when someone clears someone out that is innocent, they still vote them out. Yeah, exactly. Just like what happened in that video. Like, right? Like, exactly. It's like, bruh. Like, that guy already cleared cleared people except two. And, and at this point, it was pretty obvious who the killer was. If it wasn't blue, it had to be yellow. But they were like, but one of them was like, no, it's still white. God, like, Jesus Christ, I don't know. Like, yeah, so some people now to be fair, there are times where people forget people forget about things like these. Like, they may forget a detail that someone said that could have prevented them from suspecting someone. It happens. It happened to me once. I forgot that someone was cleared from the beginning, and I was like, oh shit, my bad. But everyone was cool with it. They were like, it's okay. So, like, I understand the instances like that where it's like someone accidentally forgets an important piece of information, because it can be hard to track all of the information that people are giving you, where everyone was, what color said what, stuff like that. It can be hard to keep track of all of that. But here, it was very obvious who the killer was, and they still fucked it up. And I'm just like, oh, fam, you fucked up. I need to put the fan on. Hold up. It was just getting hot in here. But yeah, it's just like, but yeah, basically lacking deduction skills, where they fail to understand process of elimination, or they just fail to use simple logic, and then they end up getting everyone killed. And I'm just like, we literally just cleared this person, and you voted him out or her out. Jesus. And there are times, and this goes back to one of the issues I said earlier, where people just vote others out, even without even discussing. I'm just like, and the person who gets voted out gets mad, and sometimes you just flat out leave. And then I'm like, and then in the ghost chat, I'm like, did they really just vote you out? Like, not all the crewmates do this, but some of them do, and I'm like, I'm talking about specific circumstance. I mean, like, not all the crewmates did that, voted this one person out, but some of them did. And one of the crewmates was like, did you guys vote him out? And I'm just like, yeah, exactly. Like, why would you vote somebody out like that? Like, just out of nowhere. Like, because you guys were having a discussion, then you just assume one person out of nowhere. Why? I just don't get it. Like, why? Jesus. Okay, but yeah, like, I don't know. Some people just fail to utilize their logic. Their logic. Like, it's just like, oh, well, you said it wasn't this person, but I'm not so sure about that. No, it can't be this person. Oh, it's just like, you fucked up. But anyway, let's move on to the next issue. Pressing the emergency button needlessly. If you do this, you're an asshole. You're an asshole. If you do this, you're an asshole. Oh, did the stream just disconnect? What the heck? Oh my god, the stream just disconnected out of nowhere. Huh. That's just weird. Like, it was fine before and then it just dropped. But everyone can... Hopefully everyone knows I'm still here, right? So, okay, good. I don't know why that happened. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, you all can still hear me. Yeah, okay, good. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know why the fucking thing disconnected. But anyway. Oh well, let me read what Nime said. And another thing, this one time people voted me just for skipping a vote, but I have a reason because that guy was innocent. He did scanning. So they didn't fucking listen to you then. Yeah, it's annoying. Like people who just flat out fail to listen. They either forget what was said, or they fail to use basic logic, or they just flat out ignore you. Or they just flat out like say, "Oh no, that can't be true," even though like they don't provide any good counter arguments for it. Because as I said earlier in the stream, saying black sus is not an argument. Don't just tell people that you think someone is sus. Actually explain, demonstrate. Like, don't just say, "Oh, this person's sus." No, that's not an argument. Actually explain why you think they're sus. And who knows, you might have a point. But no, all too often people just say, "Oh, this person's sus," and then everyone follows that person, what the person said, and then an innocent person gets 9 times out of 10, an innocent person gets voted out. And I'm like, you all don't know how to have a discussion, do you? But whatever. Okay, let's talk about number 4 again. So, pressing the emergency button needlessly. As I said, if you do this, you're an asshole. You're just an asshole. When you press the emergency button, actually have a reason for it. Because if you press it, you waste everyone's time. Because people could be doing tasks or catching imposters or planning who to kill, and you're just fucking things up. Don't press the emergency button unless you have something to share. Because 9 times out of 10, when I'm playing a public lobby, someone presses the emergency button, and I'm just like, "Okay, what is it?" And then they don't say anything. And then other people are like, "What is it?" And then they don't say anything. And I'm like, "Are you going to say anything? You're just wasting time. Are you going to say anything?" And then they're like, and then they just don't say anything. Or they say something stupid or unrelated or random. And I'm just like, thanks for wasting our time, asshole. Yeah, exactly. Why? Like, I hate when people do that. Like, don't fucking press that button unless you have something important to share. Whether it's like, "Oh, I can clear myself here," or, "Oh, no, I just realized now that I think it might be someone else," or anything else that's important. Fine, call the emergency button if you have something important to share. But don't press it if you don't have anything to share. Because 9 times out of 10, people will just vote you out. And rightfully so. Because that shit pisses me off. Because, like, people, like, someone could be almost done with the task, but since you fucked it up, they have to start all over. Or maybe the imposter was about to kill someone and then you ruined it. Don't press the button unless you have a reason to. And they voted him off for doing that. Yeah, I don't know, Nime. I don't know. I just don't know. So, yeah, don't press the button unless you have a reason to, please. Because if you press it and you don't say anything, well, that could mean that you're sus, but it could also mean that you're just a dumb fucktard. So, I can't believe I said that. So, you will either skip or vote your ass out, and rightfully so. And there are times where people do this multiple times in one game. Someone presses the button and then everyone's like, "Fine, skip." And then another person presses it not long after, and I'm like, "Okay, what is it now?" And then no one says, the person who's pressed it didn't say anything. And I'm like, stop it. And I think it happened 3 times in one game for me. And I'm like, you all need to stop doing that. Oh. Hold on, I'm reading what Scott wrote. I would do that only if it's obvious that it's a joke. I've only done that insert color here sus meme, not as a joke once, and I kind of feel bad about it. Oh, I see. Yeah, like I can understand if some people are just like having a little fun in Among Us, like they just troll people a little bit. I mean, I don't care. But as long as you don't, but if you don't take it too far, like, you know, pressing the emergency button for no reason, if you take it too far, then, you know, that's just flat out annoying. But anyway, okay, so let's talk about the other issue, not covering their tracks as the imposters. Okay, so So I've talked about dumb crewmates, right? But let's talk about dumb imposters. I cannot tell you how many times I've gone into a public lobby where I can sense that someone's about to kill someone because I see two people alone in the room, and I'm like, there's going to be a kill here, right? And 9 times out of 10, I'm right. So I pretend to leave for a few seconds, and then I come back, I see a dead body and the other person gone. I'm like, oh wow, I wonder who the imposter is. And then I'm just like, why do that as the imposter? Why? And some of them just flat out don't even, like, some of them will vent away, but others will just flat out walk right away from the body. And I'm just like, why? Why are you doing that? Like, do you not know how to sabotage? Oh my fucking god. The whole point of those tools at your disposal as the imposter is to cover your tracks. You block doors off and sabotage to make it harder for people to find where you were during a murder. But a lot of imposters online don't do that. They just kill and then run away or vent. And I'm like, okay. Like, why? Why? Like, that's just so incompetent. If you're an imposter, cover your damn tracks. Block the doors, sabotage, whatever, lie, whatever. Just make sure you aren't seen when you're when you're in the just make sure you're not seen when you're committing a murder, please. Like, God, and honestly, there have even been some occasions where people kill right in front of others, and it's not misclick. It's not misclick. Like, people kill in front of others, and I'm just like, did you literally just kill in front of everyone? Now, usually people do this because they don't fucking know any better, but there are occasions where people might do this because they hate being imposters, so they're just like, fuck it, I don't want to be an imposter. Just vote me out. And then they'll just be crewmate the next round. But usually when people kill in front of others, it's because they just didn't know what the fuck they were doing. And I'm just like, okay. Now, venting in front of everyone I can understand, because one time I did vent in front of people because I was trying to sabotage, but I wasn't watching where the vents were, and then I ended up accidentally venting in front of everyone. Because the sabotage and vent buttons are mapped to the same button in the game. So I accidentally vented in front of everyone. I was like, shit. Now, in cases like that, I can understand. But there are times where people vent in front of others because they just don't know any better. And I'm just like, fam, don't do that. It's just like, don't. But yeah, basically, too many imposters get themselves easily caught online. Please, cover your damn tracks. Please. Okay? Please. Because I don't mind, like, I mean, we win, sure. As crewmates, we win, but like that win won't be satisfying because the imposter was too incompetent. I want competent imposters. But you know, in a public lobby, you don't really get that. And remember that one person I talked about earlier who made 2 consecutive mistakes? The one who skipped voting on 3 twice, even though she was told not to. She played one game as the imposter, but then she killed and then ran away from electrical, and other people ran into the scene, and I'm like, fam, you fucked up. And then she was like, yeah, just vote me out. So, I mean, again, at least she knows that she's not good at this game. So, I mean, props to her for that, at least. But anyway, yeah, so, as your imposter, just be smart, okay? Oh, and don't tell obvious lies. Like, I've come across imposters who would tell really obvious lies. Like, once I was playing this, there were 4 people left, and I think it was brown, me, white, and I can't remember what the 4th color was, but white killed the 4th color. And then I was like, I don't know who it is at this point, but, well, before the point, but after that point, I was like, okay, so white's in the cafeteria just standing there, and brown's in the reactor, and I kept an eye on brown, but brown seemed to be doing the reactor task, and so I'm like, okay, let me go and call the emergency button, and then I find that someone has died, and then, I think I'm not sure if someone died before this point or after this point. I think it was after this, or I can't remember. But anyway, basically, at this point it was just Brown, White, and me, and then Brown was suspecting me, but White said that it had to be Brown because he saw Brown kill on cams, and then Brown said that was a lie, and I'm like, fam, you could not lie any worse than that. I didn't honestly, that lie was so blatantly obvious that I didn't even counter it or say something like, no, that's wrong, or anything like that. I didn't even say anything. I just voted that person out. I just voted White out along with Brown. And then White left the game and we won. I'm like, I'm not even gonna waste words on such a blatant lie. Like, that's just pathetic. Like, Brown was in the reactor the entire time and I never saw you step into security, White. Game over. Boom, you're gone. Like, lie better than that, please. Like, I just like, come on. And there was just one time where this imposter was lying badly, and he said, and people were asking where he was. It was Red, by the way. People asked where he was. He said he was doing wires, but then he said he was in O2, and then he said he was on his way to O2, and I'm like, fam, and I'm like, fam, there are no wires in O2. I'm just like, fam. Like, first he said he was doing wires, and then he said he was in O2, and then he said he was going to O2. And I'm like, fam, there are no wires in O2. I mean, I was dead at the time, but I was just laughing in the ghost chat. I'm like, fam, you could not lie any worse. You could not have lied any worse. And everyone was like, fam, you just said you were doing wires. And then they voted him out. I was just laughing. Like, come on. Lie better than that. Like, come on, fam. Come on. It's just... It's just like... Some imposters are just really bad at lying. Some of them are actually good at lying. Very good at lying. But some of them are just really fucking bad at it. And I'm just like, fam, work on your... Please, work on that. I don't fucking know. Once someone witnessed the murder on cams, you're done for. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. And that actually did happen to me once. I killed on the Polis map, I killed in O2, and I would have gotten away with it if someone hadn't been on cams, but I forgot about the cams because I don't play that map very often. So I forgot about the cams there, and I was like, shit. If only someone hadn't been on security, I would have gotten away with that. Because it would have been a good kill, but someone was on cams, and I was like, I forgot about the cams! Oh my god, I don't play this map very often. Yeah, so... That's the thing, like, when I screw up as imposter, it's usually because I forgot about something important. Like, just today, I said... this is embarrassing, but just today, everyone asked on the Polis map, okay, who had keys? Hey, Lime, did you have keys? And I said no, and then everyone was like... Fam. And I was like, oh, I shouldn't have said that? Because I forgot. I don't play on the map very often, so I didn't know that if one person has keys and everyone but the imposter had keys. So I was like, oops. I was like, shit. Oh, I fucked myself over as the imposter. Damn. But yeah, like, damn. Fuck me. But I have won sometimes the imposter. Yeah, it's a common task, but I didn't realize it at the time because I don't play on that map very often. I'm like, okay, next time I'll keep that in mind. I was like, shit. I should have just lied and said yes, but I thought that would have made it sus. But I was like, I didn't know it was a common task at the time. I was like, oops, my bad. Fam, yeah. Like, and it's not that I was new at the game. It's just that I didn't play them on that map as much as I play on the Skeld, so I didn't know everything there was to know about it. But I did try to familiarize myself with it. So it's just frustrating. I was trying to learn as much as I could about this game, and yet I still make stupid mistakes like that. But at least in my case, it's just really ignorance. In other people's cases, it's often just due to flat out stupidity. And I'm like, fam, come on. Yeah, the card swipe task is common too. So if one person has it, then everyone has it. So if someone's faking card swipe when no one has card swipe, then they're the imposter, obviously. Because, like, or at least they're making themselves look like the imposter, because why would you stand at the card swipe if no one else has it? And as the imposter, and as, like, and on, like, if you're playing the imposter and you have a fake list, I can't speak today. If you have a list of fake tasks as the imposter, they tell you what the common tasks are. So if everyone has card swipe, then it would show up on your list, and you could fake that too. And I think there are a few other ones. There's the board pass one on Polis, I think. That's a common task. And there was one more. I forgot what it was. There was one more. Okay. I forgot what it was. Oh, fixing wires. Yeah, that's fixing wires. That's another one. But anyway, but yeah. Just keep that in mind. And I think there's... Is there one on Mirror HQ? I think there was one on Mirror HQ, but I can't remember. I forgot what it was. Oh yeah, the admin ID thing. The admin ID thing where you take out an ID card from your wallet and then you type in the number. Yeah, that's another common task. So, yeah. It's like card swipe it's like card swipe from Skell, but this time it's Mirror HQ. So yeah, 5 common tasks in the game. I think there are 5. Okay, but yeah. Yeah, wires is very easy to fake. Especially if you're playing on competitive settings where the taskbar doesn't update in between meetings, so you could easily fake a task. As long as you get the duration right, because if you leave a task too early, someone might think that you're sus. Now, it's not necessarily the case that someone is sus. I mean, that someone's the imposter there, I mean. It's sus, but... Like, sometimes people might leave because they feel like they're going to get killed, or because they just want to fix a sabotage really fast. So not everyone who leaves a task right away is the imposter. But it's something to consider. Okay, but yeah, basically just be a smart imposter. Just don't fuck up. And there was something else I wanted to talk about, but I can't remember what it was. Something related to one of the previous points. Yeah, you could fake shooting a meteor, provided that visual tasks... Excuse me. Provided that visual tasks are off. But... Yeah, I can't remember what I was going to say. I was going to say something. Damn. Oh well. And maybe it'll come back. Okay, but anyway. Now let's talk about the next issue that people do that ruin the game. Hacking. Again, if you do this, you're a huge asshole. The biggest asshole in the history of assholes. And that's big. Like you're an asshole the size of Earth if you hack a game. Now, it depends on the type of hacking. So, if you're hacking to give yourself a cool little costume, like having a Twitch icon floating above your avatar, fine, whatever, I don't care. If you're not hurting anyone by doing that. But if you hack the game in a way that affects other people, like closing the doors indefinitely, like so to the point where they won't open, and it's just like, why are you doing that? Why are you ruining the game for people? Or in some cases, doing more than one sabotage. Or hell, just closing off all the doors. And I'm just like, closing off all the doors at once. And I'm just like, fam, really? Actually, I'm not so sure about that last one, if it's possible. I think it is, but I'm not sure. Because that's what it looked like to me once. Closing all the doors at once. Or maybe not, I don't know. But yeah, but the other two I know that they do happen. Like having multiple sabotages or closing the doors forever. I'm like, why do that? Like, why do that? Like, why? Why do that? You're ruining the game for everyone. And there's no point in it, really, because in this game, what? You don't get any rewards from winning. It's not like Call of Duty or Halo. You don't get any fucking rewards for winning. Yeah, there are statistics that keep track of how many wins and losses you have and whatever, but that's it. That's the closest thing to an award you're going to get. So what's the point of hacking? You're not going to get anything out of it. Like, why do that? You're ruining the game for everyone, and it's pointless. God. Yeah, exactly. If you hack to get costumes, that's fine. But if you're going to hack to ruin the game for everyone, then fuck off. God, the hackers just ruin the games a lot. It just annoys the living hell out of me. Like, I was playing in this Discord lobby once, and some hacker came in, and he ruined the game for everyone, and everyone was just pissed at him and just left. So, yeah, don't hack. It's not nice. You're an asshole if you do. Oh, here's another hack that people do. Like, when you catch who the imposter is, and the imposter wins anyway. Like, that happened to me once. Like, okay, so, I was walking down, there were 4 people left, right? And I was walking down security. And I was like, I feel like someone's gonna show up at some point. So, I walked down to lower engine, pretending to leave, and then I come back up, and I see Red walking out of security. And I'm like, you weren't there before. I didn't see you go in. So I knew he was the imposter, and he saw me, and he was like, I bet he was thinking, oh shit, I better stop lying before he does something. So he calls a reactor sabotage, but I'm like, no, I cannot. I thought fast. I was like, if I go there, he's just gonna kill me. And since we have 4 people left, the only way to break us, well, one was probably killed, but then I realized the only way to break a sabotage is to find a dead body, and since Red probably killed, because, you usually don't vent. You usually vent when you kill, and you usually don't vent otherwise. I was like, okay, so he vented in security, so there has to be a body in either electrical or med bay. So I check electrical first, and I was like, okay, no body here. And then I check med bay, and I found the body. I was like, oh, thank God, because there were 7 seconds left. I had to be fast. I was like, oh, I hope I'm right, and I was right. So I'm like, okay, so Red was the imposter. He vented from medbay to security, and then tried to go to reactor to get me to go, but his plan didn't work. And I was about to call him out in the discussion, and I was like, you vented into security. And the body was in med bay. And Red was like, okay. And then he won the game. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? What happened? And I'm pretty sure no one disconnected. So he won he just magically won. I'm like, did you just cheat? Like, I knew who the imposter was, and I was about to, and I exposed him. He was like, and then he won. I'm like, bitch, you fucking cheated. Oh my fucking God, I hate when people do that on Among Us. And that's happened multiple times, like, where you're about to catch the imposter and then they win anyway. I'm like, what? And I'm just like, why do that? That's so fucking assholeian. Like, don't hack to win. That's just not cool. I was pissed because I was like, I knew who the imposter was. It was such a good exposition. I had him. I foiled his plan and he fucking won. I'm mad. I was just so mad. And then I was so mad that I didn't even say anything. I just left the lobby. I wish I had said cheater before leaving, but I didn't. So whatever. I was like, oh my fucking God. I was like, I had the imposter there and he won anyway. I remember one time during the meeting, the timer is up in just a few seconds, then he just killed everyone there in an instant. Yeah, I don't get why people do that. I don't get why people do that. Like, why are you hacking? What is there to gain from hacking this game? God. Whoever developed this game needs to work on the security, because Jesus Christ, it's fucking annoying. Hackers ruin everything. Again, I bring up the Discord lobby game I had, the Discord game I had. And it was a non-voice chat lobby, and then the hacker went and just fucking ruined the game, and then everyone got mad and left. Like, asshole. Like, why do that? God. But yeah, if you hack Among Us and you do it in a way that affects everyone, you're an asshole. You need to stop. Okay, so that's number 6. Now let's talk about number 7. Needlessly banning others from lobbies. Yeah, exactly, Maple. Fuck hackers. Like, I was like, oh my god. Like, that one game I just talked to you guys about, I was like, it was such a good... Oh, it was such... I caught the imposter. I used such a clever plan to capture the imposter. Because he wasn't expecting me to just go out and find the body. He was like, oh, I'll just hang by the reactor here and let the timer run out. Nope, I found the body, bitch. You done. But no, he wins anyway. I'm like, that was a good win. And he fucking cheated. But anyway, yeah, going back to number 7. Needlessly banning others from lobbies. Issue number 7. Okay. The ban button is there to prevent people from ruining games. Yet people fucking abuse it. They fucking abuse it. Like, there are times where people will just ban you out of a lobby because you're not wearing the right costume. Like, oh, everyone has to wear hats. If you don't wear hats, you're banned. I'm like, really, dude? Like, fucking really? That's why you're gonna ban someone? And there are times where people ban because they're just very salty. Like, they lose a game, and then the other person, everyone else is like, calm down, it's just a game. But then they vote that person, they ban that person. I'm like, really? You're gonna let your salt ruin the game? Like, why are you banning people like that? Like, just accept your fucking loss and move on. I know, losing sucks, but it's just a part of life. Damn, don't punish other people for it. Like, Jesus Christ. and there are people who will ban you because, like, there was this one time where someone, it was a Discord game, and someone, I was just not getting along with this person. Like, we were just not getting along at all. Like, and then in one of the games, like, where this person, and my cousin was playing with me at the time, actually, this person, that same person I was not on good terms with, he said, oh, I'm so done with you, Orange. You didn't do X or Y or whatever. And then he just banned me without giving me a chance to explain myself. And I'm like, I didn't fucking do anything. Like, it was something about not fixing the reactor or something, but I was like, I was about to fix it. Purple was just sitting on his ass doing nothing. And you're not gonna get mad at them? Like, and you didn't even give me a chance to explain myself, dick. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's not a reason to ban someone. Even if I did fuck up that game, which I didn't, that's not a reason to ban someone. You can ban people for being just being really fucking rude, or for hacking or whatever, but don't ban someone just because you didn't think they were playing very well. That's not a good reason to ban someone. Like, it's like, I don't even remember exactly what he said, so he knew that he was probably wrong, because, like, if he was so right about it, like, why would he ban me before I had the chance to say anything? And then my cousin, who was playing with me at the time, she told me that once I was banned, she said, wow, you guys are gonna ban my bro like that? I'm out. And then she left the lobby too. I'm like, good, yeah, leave them. Like, they deserve to not have people play, because sometimes it can be hard to get people in Discord lobbies, at least in the server that I'm on. So, and non-voice chat lobbies, I mean. So I was like, good, that's what they deserve, because they just lost 2 people. And when my cousin said that, she actually changed her name and went back into that same game, and then she said that someone was saying things like, will you Mexicans just start already? God. And so I couldn't help but laugh. I'm like that's not a cool thing to say to anyone, because, you know, that's just not cool. Racism like that is just really not cool. Plus, who knows if they were all even Mexicans anyway. But I feel like it was some kind of laser guided karma. And like I don't know, that's just how I viewed it. But what also frustrated me about that game was that Purple said something like, "Oh, I said it was blue. You guys didn't listen. I said it was blue. You not Skip." And I'm like, "No, you fucking didn't. No, you didn't. Because Green and I were crewmates, and we both were there. You didn't say anything. You didn't fucking say anything about blue. You were too busy implicating Green for the crime, arguing with them. But I didn't get a chance to argue against Purple, so because I was banned before I could." I'm just like, but I was like, no, you fucking didn't. You didn't say anything about blue. You did not. And I even asked my cousin. I was like, did Purple say anything about blue? And she said no. So I'm like, okay, it's not just me. So Purple was fucking lying. So it was like, you were too busy arguing with Green about, oh, Green, why weren't you here? Or something like that. So you shut your mouth. You didn't do anything. But whatever. That game was just frustrating. I just did not like those two people. But yeah, banning somebody like that is just not cool. Like, even if somebody plays badly, I'm not going to ban them. That's just not cool. You just deal with it. Because it's not fair to ban somebody just because they were playing badly. And I wasn't even playing badly. Like, in one of the games I played with them, I fucked up. But that was because I didn't know about something. Some part of the map. Like, one feature of the game. But, yeah, it's still not a reason to ban. It's just not cool. So, if you do stuff like this, if you ban somebody for really stupid reasons, you're an asshole. You're a huge asshole. You're a fucking asshole. Don't do that. Ban only when you have to. Just you see how stressful this game is. Okay, so I think I've talked about every single issue here. Oh yeah, now I remember what I wanted to talk about earlier. So regarding the whole voting people out without a reason, I've talked about the times where I was voted out without a reason, and I think I'm not sure about this. I think I also mentioned times when I saw other people get voted out without a reason. Like one time I was playing with my two cousins, and one of them was just voted out without a reason. And I'm like, why did you guys vote her out? You didn't even discuss who it was. Like, she didn't even do anything. And we lost that game. And it's just... And there was another one where... Oh, I already talked about this earlier, I think. But, whatever. Yeah, it's just fucking annoying. So... Yeah, it's just... This is a really frustrating game. It just really is. So, okay, so that's it. So that's one of the main issues with Among Us, the people. Because they could be mean, or stupid, or just flat out, just really bad at the game, and it's just, ugh. It's just frustrating. Because, like, it's just so frustrating. If only they were smarter, then these games would be more enjoyable. But anyway, let's go on to the next one. Oh, I already did that one. Okay. Okay, so now let's talk about the glitches. Oof, the glitches. Okay. I already mentioned one of these earlier, and I'll get to that in a moment, but let's talk about the glitches here. Okay, so there are several fucking glitches in Among Us that ruin the game. So the first one, here, let me drink my water first. I don't know why I'm so thirsty now. But anyway. Let's talk about issue number 2. I already mentioned that. Okay, so the first issue I want to talk about regarding the glitches is this. non-existent priority with certain events, such as, reporting a dead body, or reporting a dead body when someone's about to kill you, or, excuse me, or pressing the emergency button when someone's about to kill you. Now, what does this mean? Okay, well, priority is a game mechanic. It's a mechanic found in a lot of games where if two events come into contact with each other, then the game runs an order of precedence that determines which event dominates the other, or at least which event goes first. So, like, for example, in Melee, when two attack, like in Super Smash Brothers in general, not just in Melee, if two attacks collide, then their priorities, their individual priorities, determines which attack overpowers the other, or if they just clash. So that's what priority is. It's a way of preventing the game from having events essentially potentially running at the same time, instead of just canceling each other out, or just dominating, or just one dominating the other. And now with Among Us, this concept doesn't seem to exist, at least in certain areas. So when you report a body, it's possible for someone to kill you right after that. Like, you're about to report a body and you know who it is, but then but once you report a body, someone kills you right after. And you're just like, okay, well, now I can't say anything. Or if you press an emergency button and then someone kills you right after. You press the button, you even see the screen that says you press the button, and then you get killed. And that's just fucking frustrating. Like, I don't know why the game allows this to happen. Why doesn't the game allow it so that if one happens, then the other cannot happen at all? Like, that's how it should work. So if you report, you shouldn't get killed. You can't get killed. And if you press the button, emergency button, you shouldn't get killed at all. But no, like, if you time it just right, you can kill someone right after they report or press the emergency button, and it's fucking frustrating, because as I said earlier, in one of those stories I had, that happened to me once, and Naim said so early in the chat, that he killed someone who, like, right after he pressed the emergency button. Like, again, priority. The game should determine, like, which event should go first, not have them both happen at the same, well, not at the same time, but one after the other, but whatever, you get what I mean. So it should be that both happen. It should be that that one happens and that the other doesn't happen. But no, like, the game will just make it so that one happens after the other, and it's fucking frustrating. And I've seen it happen with other people too. It's annoying. You report or you press the emergency button and then you get killed. Thanks a lot, game. It's just fucking frustrating, because that can really cost you a game. But I don't know how the developers didn't catch on to that, or how they didn't implement a program that could prevent that. I don't know how. I just don't fucking know how. I just don't know how. But what was I going to say? Oh, hi, Alex. Okay. But yeah, that's just annoying. The game should have a better priority system, because that's inexcusable. Developers should have caught on to that. Like, they didn't anticipate, oh, someone might kill when someone does something else. I should probably have a checking system for that. No, they don't. Or maybe they do have a checking system, but it hardly does anything. Like, maybe they have a system where it's like, okay, so there is a priority checking thing, but they don't make the timer for checking the priority last long enough. So if you time it just right, you can still get away with killing someone after they report or press the emergency button. I don't know. I don't know how the fucking game's programmed, but whatever it is, the priority system just doesn't seem to work as well as it should. Okay, so that's the first issue. The second issue is when the chat window just sometimes gets the fuck out. Like when you're playing as a ghost and you don't see the chat window, or instead you just see the game's just frozen there. Like, I mean, there are still animations and whatnot, but you can't move, and no one else can move, and you can't even see the chat window because I don't know, it's invisible or it just disappeared. And I'm just like, I can't even see what's going on as a ghost, and I can't even talk to the other ghosts. Like, why? Why does that happen? It doesn't happen often, but it does happen enough for people to notice. So that's another glitch that happens, and it's pretty fucking annoying. And there was this one time when not just the chat window will disappear, but also the game window will just go out of center. So it'll, instead of just being like filling up your screen, it'll just go all the way to the right, and you'll only see like the left border of it. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, why? Like, why? And like that's just, again, that's fucking annoying, because now and that can even happen when you're not a ghost. So that's, I'm like, I can't even see the discussion. There could be important information here. And I'm like, why? God. Like, that's so fucking frustrating. And oh wait, hold on. Alex said something. They should have a checking system, because if they don't, they can't give you like what person that killed you or the timer itself. That should be like a fail. Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. Like again, I've seen people get killed right after reporting or pressing the button, and then now they're screwed because they can't say anything. Like, and which could help the team win, and it's fucking frustrating. Like, is there no priority checking system here, or is it just not a good system? Because either way, it doesn't seem to be working very well. Okay, so that's another one. So that happens, like, so basically, whether or not you're a ghost, here, let me actually edit that. Yeah, because this can happen if you're not a ghost. Okay, so that's the second one. Yeah, where the chat window just doesn't show up properly during discussions, basically. The third one, and this is a really big one, the lobby not reappearing after a game ends. This happened to me yesterday, and the day before, and today. Like, it's more frequent than it should be. It shouldn't even be happening at all. So when you end the game, like when either, I mean, you know, like if the crewmates win or if the imposter wins, normally the game is supposed to take you back to the lobby where you could start another game. Like, but sometimes that lobby will not show up. Like, you'll just get a black screen, and it's like, okay, like where did the game go? Like, you can still hear the sounds of the lobby. Like, you're on a spaceship, but you can still hear those spaceship sounds. But you won't be able to see anything. Like, it's just a black screen after the game ends, and I'm like, the fuck? Why is someone playing music so loudly outside? Someone's singing the Star Spangled Banner. I wonder if you guys can hear it. You probably can't. I mean. But yeah, it's just, but yeah, like, it's fucking frustrating. Like, I've had to quit my game. And like, while you're hearing it, you'll hear other people disconnecting because, again, they can't do anything. Because the game just stopped working. So it's like, it's just like, I'm just like, fam, really? Like, really? Like, why does this happen? It's just fucking annoying because now I have to close out the game and then go back in, and it's already sometimes hard to find good games. So like you just end up wasting time, and it's frustrating. So that's another game where the lobby just doesn't show up, and you have to close out the game and open it back up. Now another one is when the game doesn't end. The game doesn't end when an imposter kills the second to last crewmate. So if there are 3 people left, normally when an imposter kills one of the 2 crewmates, so like normally when an imposter kills one of the crewmates, like if there are only 3 people, one of which is the imposter, of course, normally when the imposter kills one of the crewmates, the game ends, because at that point, like the number of imposters and the number of crewmates is the same, 1 and 1. But sometimes that doesn't happen. Like, well, not sometimes. That's an exaggeration. I should say, rarely or even occasionally, where the game will just continue, like, and you're just like, wait, but the imposter killed the second to last crewmates. Like, they should have won, but no, like the game keeps going, and then I was like, this happened to me a few days ago. The imposter killed my crewmate, and I was able to report the body, and I was like, what the fuck? And the imposter was like, how is that possible? I should have won. Like, how? And I'm like, I don't know. This game is just weird. It's I was like, this game is just a mess. It's fun, but it's a mess. And then at that point, the imposter was like, well, what should we do? And I was like, I'll give the win to you. You technically won, so just vote me out. And then we both voted me out or whatever. And then, but then after that point, the lobby didn't show up, and the screen was black. And I'm like, really? Wow. And then I had to close out the game. And I'm like, this game is so glitchy. Like that I'm like, really? And my cousin told me once that a similar thing happened where like the imposter and the crewmate were left. She was a crewmate, the other person was the imposter, and she was like, and the imposter was like, how the hell did this happen? And then he said, you know what, just vote me out. And then my cousin was like, okay, and then they both voted him out. So it's like, why? Like, that should not be happening. So, yeah, like, it's just frustrating. And another thing, hold up. Yeah, so the game randomly disconnecting you. That's another big issue. It actually doesn't happen that much nowadays. Thank God they worked on that. But before, it was a really big issue. So there were plenty of times in the past where I would get randomly disconnected for no reason. And it wasn't because of my internet. Because my internet was working at the time, during all those times. So the game would just randomly disconnect me, saying that, oh, this needs to update or whatever. And I'm like, but I already updated it. And it kept doing that to a lot of people, not just me. So it's like, the game just boots you out. Or it boots you out for some other stupid reason. But anyway, it's not because of an internet issue. It's just because the game just randomly kicks you out. And I'm like, why? I was playing that. It's just fucking frustrating. I don't know if it still happens to this day. It actually hasn't happened to me after their most recent update. So hopefully they fix that for good. But before, it was such a pain in the ass. It made me not want to play. So what was I talking about again? Oh yeah. So yeah, that was another big issue. There's one more. I forgot to mention another issue regarding people. So, and there was another issue I wanted to talk about here. Damn, I'm just all over the place. Hold on. There was one more issue I wanted to mention. I can't remember. Damn, I forgot. And now I forgot what the other one was too. There were two more issues that I wanted to mention. Damn it. Damn, and they were good ones too. Why am I so forgetful? Oh my god. I forgot. Oh my god. Oh yeah, I remember what another one of them is right here. So another issue here I forgot to mention is the chat window not being displayed properly. Now, this has happened to me quite a bit, particularly recently. So I play the game, and I'm playing the game, and I see, like, I play the game and I see certain people's chat windows are not displayed correctly. Like, the text will just be not aligned properly with the box, and I'm like, what the hell? And I'm just like, why? Why does that keep happening? And it's just like, seriously? Like, what? Why? Why? And there are times where the game will just flat out not display your name. And now sometimes hackers do this so that people can't see their names, which allows them to hide in certain places on the maps. But sometimes it's just because the game just flat out doesn't show your name. And either you have to leave or play through a game and then win it or lose or whatever, and then it'll show back up. And there are times where you get like 2 colors in one lobby. I'm like, how are there 2 colors in one lobby? That's another thing I need to talk about. 2 colors in one lobby, as well as the chat window or name. It's not being displayed properly. Ooh, I typed a lot. Okay, but yeah, there's things like that where the game is like, the game doesn't show your name properly, or it gives you a color that you shouldn't have, because 2 people can't have the same color normally, but you know, the game glitches. So, and of course, the chat windows not being displayed properly, as well as the chat windows just not showing up, period. Like, I don't know, the game just does shit like that, and it's frustrating. I think that's all the ones here I want to talk about. For the glitches. Ugh, so many rants. Yeah. You know me, I'm a professional ranter. But let's see. I think that's all the glitches I wanted to talk about. There was one more issue with people I wanted to talk about, but I can't remember what it is. What was it? Can't remember. Damn, I can't remember. Why can't I remember? Son of a bitch. Son of a puta. Okay. Damn, I think it was... I'm trying to remember. I swear to God, I had it and then I lost it. What was it? Damn. Let me go back to the other one. Maybe that will jog my memory. No, I can't remember. But there was one more issue people do that I wanted to talk about. Oh, now I remember what it is. Now I remember. Okay, so it's really fucking annoying. Really fucking annoying. Ghosts who don't do their tasks. Again, If you don't do... Oh, Nime, you sent it... Yeah, I saw that you sent screenshots. Hold on, let me look at them really fast. What the hell? Well, 3/4 of the cafeteria here are not being displayed properly, and here it's like 1/4 is not being displayed properly. What the fuck? And here most of the fucking things not being displayed properly. Like almost everything's in darkness. Wow, that is really fucking weird. I don't know, Nine. What the hell did happen? Okay, but yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. Okay, so but yeah, basically just a bunch of glitches. Well, yeah, like that's another glitch where the game just doesn't display certain things properly. That should just been an issue overall, but yeah. Oh, yeah, I guess I could show you on stream. Hold up. Let me add... Okay, yeah, there we go. Oh, ooh, let me just... There, okay. So... Okay, so here's the stream. Not the stream, sorry. Here are the screenshots. So here... Here, like, look, let's see, like, these are the screenshots that Nime in the chat provided. So here, you can see that 3/4 of the room are covered in, or is covered in darkness. Like, why? And here, 1/4 of the room is covered in darkness. Like, what the fuck? And here, like, you can see that most of the room is covered in darkness. And it's just like, what the hell? So here, you got that mess. Here, you got this mess. And here, you got this mess. So, yeah, like, the glitches, visual glitches like that, that just fucking annoys me. Okay, let me just... Oh, shit. There we go. Okay. Can't even play it properly. It changes every time I move. Yeah, that's just weird. Because now you can't see much of anything. That's just ridiculous. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, like, shit like that can ruin the game. Okay, oh, and you also said something earlier. I don't know if you ever play Among Us again. I mean, I don't mind playing it with you guys, but with other people, I don't know. But anyway. I mean, I still do. But I tend to play on... And I'll talk about this. I said I was going to talk about this earlier, but I want to save it for later. So... okay, so going back to what I said. Yeah, I don't think it happens on the PC. Though I have it on mobile too, and I haven't come across those visual glitches, and I feel like I need some Skittles right now. Skittles, yay! Okay, but Let's see. Okay, so now for the last issue that people do. Ghosts who don't do their tasks. Okay. If you're a ghost, that is a crewmate ghost. I mean, not an imposter ghost. This doesn't imply the imposter ghosts. If you're a crewmate ghost and you still have tasks left, fucking do them. Either do them or just leave the game. I don't care. Just fucking do them. Please. If you're gonna stay behind, fucking do them. Don't just sit on your ass and do nothing. Because the more tasks you do, the closer we come to winning. And if you just sit on your ass and you don't do anything, then you're just making it harder for everyone else to win. So please, do your fucking tasks as a ghost. Please. Because by just standing there, you're just making it harder for everyone to win. And that can cost us the game. And now, if you're pretty much about to die anyway, like say somebody skips on 3 for some stupid reason, and the imposter causes sabotage, and you don't think you'll finish your tasks in time, then whatever, I can understand that. But more often than not, you should be able to do your tasks just fine. Like, there's a point to doing the tasks as a ghost. Please, do them. But some people just stand there and they don't do anything. I'm like, fam, what are you doing? Go do your tasks. You're just dragging everyone else down. It just comes back to that whole bad teamwork thing I was talking about earlier. I don't like bad teamwork. If we're going to lose, we need to lose as a team. Sure, I might get sad if we lose, but as long as we lose as a team, I can deal with it. But if we lose as a team, that pisses me off even more than losing. Period. That's just fucking ridiculous. And Skittles, yay. Don't hold hostage on the game, damn it. Yeah, exactly. Like, you're just dragging everyone down. Either do your task or leave. If you leave, fine, whatever. The taskbar will adjust, and then people who have the tasks left can just... People who are still there and who have tasks left can just go and do the tasks. Like, you won't affect anything. Now, I don't recommend you leave while being the ghost. But if you do, you're not going to affect the game. You'll just make it hard. There just won't be as many people around the next time a game starts up. But if you're still going to stay in the game, as a ghost, do your fucking tasks, please. It's just annoying. Okay, I think that's all the issues I want to talk about. There might be more, if anyone in the chat has more. But I think I've talked about every single one. Okay, so now let's talk about what you should do to avoid as many of these issues as possible. You can't really avoid the glitches. You can just hope that they don't happen. But with people, there are 2 ways to avoid this. To avoid the stupidity with people. Because if you play with random lobbies, public random lobbies, chances are you're just gonna get a bunch of dumb people playing with you. Or like little kids or whatever. I'd say 10-year-olds, but that's an insult to 10-year-olds because I have a 10-year-old cousin and she plays this game better than any of these idiots would. But anyway. But yeah, that's the problem with public lobbies. A lot of them are just full of kids or dumb people, and they just end up ruining the game for everyone because they just don't know how to fucking play. So, to fix this, there are 2 things you can do. You can either play with your friends. So, like, people you know in real life. Or, like, like, be it over, Discord or like, people who actually live in your area, whatever. Or people you go to school with or work with, whatever, I don't care. Basically, people you know in real life. Play with them. Because chances are you're going to get better games. They're not going to be as dumb. Hopefully, not going to be as dumb as all the random ass players in Among Us, in the public lobbies. That's one option you could do. Because I did that at one point. I streamed the game with my friends. Nime, Sparky, Tanman, Blue, Polk, Scott. I'm trying to see if there are any others. I think it was just those guys. I can't remember. But I think there was one more person, but I can't remember who it was. But anyway, yeah, like just play with your friends or family or whatever, anyone you know. Or you could play on a dedicated server, which is what I do. So I'm actually part of this Discord server, and you guys might have noticed when I showed you guys the screenshots that Nine put in my Discord server. So I'm in a certain Discord server on where you can actually set up games in Among Us and play with people. You play with any people who are actually competent. Like you can play with competitive settings where for example, the crewmate has half vision, whereas the imposter has 1.5 vision, and stuff like that. Visual tasks are off, stuff like that. So you could actually set up games there to play with other people, and these games are typically better and more serious than the games you find in public lobbies, because God, there are a lot of dumb players in public lobbies. There just are. Dumb, incompetent, whatever, they're just not very good. So you could just join a dedicated server, and it does, like a Discord server or any server really, and then set games up there and play them, and they tend to be of higher quality, as I just said. So that's another valid thing. I've played plenty of games on Discord, and I generally have more fun there than I do in public lobbies. I really only play in public lobbies if there are no games that I could find on Discord. So, but it's weird though, because, well, first let me go check the chat. I think Green DBZ was one of them, but I'm not sure. If they troll, it's fine because you know how they are. Yeah, exactly. Like if they're just trolling if they're just trolling out of fun, like if it's all in good fun, fine, whatever. But there are some people who will simply just fuck your game up to ruin it, and I'm like, why? Yeah, that's about it. Okay, yeah, I think I've covered pretty much every issue. But I don't know, was it DBZ? I think it might have been. I can't remember. I could go and look right now, but I'd have to open up a video. I don't feel like doing all that. But I'm pretty sure I listen to most of the people who played with me. But, yeah, I think that's all the issues. But yeah, games on Discord tend to be more serious than games on than public games, random public games. So yeah, so you could do it. So just do either one of those things: play with your friends or play on the server, because you're gonna get more serious games both ways. My cousin Stephanie, she plays this game a lot too. She did play a few Discord games with me, but but surprisingly, she preferred playing in public lobbies. Probably because people tend to be dumber there, so she tends to get away with a lot more. But with PDs, she's like, oh, these guys are too smart. I'm not sure if I can. I mean, like, she can handle herself just fine. Like, she just lacks confidence in Discord lobbies. But like in public lobbies, she has no problems like manipulating people, and then yeah, like they're pretty easy to win. But if she plays the Discord lobbies more, she'll get used to it. Like she's competent at the game. She just tends to lack confidence with Discord lobbies. So she ends up not saying much, and then people end up sussing her. They say, "Oh, she's sus. She's not saying much." And these are non-voice chat lobbies, by the way. I only play like as I said, I played in only a few actual voice chat lobbies. And they were okay for the most part. A few of them were just but some of them were pretty cool. You didn't appear in my stream? Are you sure? Oh, I guess you didn't. I thought you were there. Or maybe you were there, but only for a little bit. I think. Because you think you had to go to school. I can't remember. But anyway. But yeah, I think that's all the issues with Among Us. Oh, Sluggy Man and Mills, what's up? Yeah, you guys were... Sparky was here before, but I don't know where he went. He probably had to go somewhere. I was taking a while with the stream. Sorry for delaying the stream. But yeah, hi Sluggy Man and Mills. let's see. Yeah, I think that's it. I can't think of anything else to talk about. But let me... How do people keep giving me random ass friend requests on Discord? And yeah, apparently Among Us is for the... I think I mentioned this earlier, but Among Us is for the phone, for the PC, and for the Switch. Yeah, I can't think of any other issues. As Nime says, that's pretty much about it. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I wonder how this game even got popular when it was released, like... When it was released... No, shit, not what I meant to do. I wonder how this game got popular when it was released... Like, what, in 2018?
Writing's not that easy, but Grammarly can help.
But anyway. Yeah, I think that's about it. Oh yeah, another thing. So oh, it's only during the practicing rounds. Oh, okay. So you were there, but you weren't actually on the stream. Okay, yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, Henry Stickmin was made by that same person too, yeah. But anyway, what was I going to say? So... Oh, yeah, and I mentioned something similar to this earlier, but it does get rather annoying when you're playing the game and then people just randomly start leaving. Now, I like to think that it's normally because the game just randomly kicks them out, but sometimes people just leave anyway. Like, not because the game kicked them out, but because they just leave. And I'm like, why? Unless they randomly had to do something, like something came up, then... No, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Sometimes people do have excuses to leave in the middle of in the middle of a game, and they'll sometimes even tell you, "Okay, I have to go now, so just vote me out or whatever." But what makes that frustrating is that the fewer people there are, the harder it is for you to cast the imposter. Or if you're an imposter, if you're playing with two or even three imposters and your partner leaves, that just makes it harder for you to win, and it's frustrating. Like. How successful you are at the game kind of depends on how many people there are. Like, I feel like the game is just too reliant on numbers, if that makes sense. So, whether you're a crewmate or the imposter, so you can be doing pretty well, but then your crewmates or your imposter buddies leave, and then you're like, well, fuck, and I have no way of winning, and it's frustrating as hell. Yeah, they just straight up leave. And that's the thing I don't like about Among Us. Like, it's just too reliant on things like that. You're like, if your teammates leave, then you're screwed. And it's just, whether you're a crewmate or an imposter, and it's annoying. But I think that's. But yeah, like, and when you're with your friends or when you're in the public, when you're with your friends, when you're in the public, in the Discord lobby or any dedicated server lobby, this tends not to happen as much. But in random public lobbies, this happens all the fucking time, and I'm tired of it. If I ever play Among Us again, honestly, I'm kind of thinking about just stopping. Like, because I feel like there are other things about the game that are setting me, that are like ticking me off, but I can't really remember. I can't really put my finger on them. Maybe I just don't like how the game is structured. I feel like it's a lot. I feel like it makes you too reliant. Like, I feel like it's there's just something off about it, but I can't quite put my finger on it. Like, I've talked about most of the issues, but I feel like there's just one overarching issue that just really ruins the game. I think I actually just talked about it now, where people can just leave and then that's it. How did Among Us die so fast? Whenever I make a game and someone joins, they leave. Exactly. It's getting harder and harder to find games, and that's what I think that's what I wanted to talk about earlier, but I think I might have forgotten. Like, I was about to mention it earlier, but I think I forgot. Where it's like, where I'm playing public lobbies, and I noticed that there are actually fewer of them now than there were before. So, like once I actually saw only like a few lobbies, like 4 or 5. Compared to like 20 or so, or even more than that, I don't even know, but it was a lot more than 4 or 5 in the past. But now it's just the number of lobbies seems to have decreased, and I'm just like, where's everyone gone? Where's everyone going? Where did they all go? I mean, it's not a completely bad thing, because the quality of public games has actually gone up ever since people started leaving, because now now you just have this more of the smart people around, and all the dumb people, most of the dumb people are kind of just gone. So yeah. It's just, yeah. What was I going to say? Yo, DBZ, what's up? Oh, it's okay. I'm kind of almost done, actually, but... I mean, I'm glad you showed up, though. Damn, it would have been nice to have you around. But, yeah, Among Us sucks now. Yeah, like... And I just don't like how the game is structured. It's just too reliant on numbers. If you don't have the right numbers, you're fucked, basically. Everyone leaves, and it's like, oh, well, shit, now I gotta do everything myself. I mean, the taskbar adjusts. At least with the crewmates, the taskbars adjust in like size, so that way, if someone leaves, okay, no problem. At least you still have your tasks. I mean, it's still annoying because you have fewer people to help you find the imposter. Although at the same time, it kind of makes finding the imposter easier, because someone leaves and it's like, okay, at least we know it's not that person. So that's two ways it benefits crewmates. The disconnects, where the taskbar will shrink if someone leaves. The taskbar will shrink, and plus, if someone leaves, you're like, okay, well, you know, it's not that person we were suspecting earlier, so that just narrows down our list of suspects. So the crewmates still kind of get a bonus from that, but the imposters don't get any bonus. They don't. The disconnects actually make it harder for imposters to win, period. But with crewmates, sometimes it can be bad, but sometimes it can be good too. So... And if someone has the last task and they leave, you automatically win. That happened to me once, and it was during the sabotage. I was like, oh, well, we luckily won. But yeah, it doesn't. Disconnects don't benefit imposters at all, unless the number of crewmates goes down to where the imposters can take advantage of that. But normally, I think the crewmates benefit more from it than imposters do. Yeah, it is slowly dying. I've noticed that, and I think my cousin has noticed it too. There are just fewer lobbies now, fewer public lobbies nowadays. And even on my Discord server, it's getting harder and harder to fill up lobbies that are set up. I'm not my Discord server. I mean the Discord server that I'm on that makes Among Us lobbies. To be honest, does anyone play Among Us on Switch? Honestly, I don't think so. I don't see a point. Like, why? Why? Like, it's like, why not just play it on the PC or even the phone? That's more convenient. You don't have to worry about a controller. You just got a keyboard on your laptop or a keyboard on your phone, and you can just like. I just feel like it's playing out. Why port it to the Switch? I just feel like that was a pointless thing to do. Like, it's easy. It's gonna be easier. Like, and plus there isn't even the voice chat feature for the Switch. I don't think there is. Is there? I think there might be. Actually, I don't remember. I think there is, but I can't remember. Is there? Shit, I can't remember. No, LOL. No reason to. It's censored, takes 3 hours to type something. Yeah, that's what I figured. Like, again, you have a keyboard on a laptop or an on-screen keyboard on your phone, which is still kind of annoying, but better than typing on a Switch. Like, typing on a Switch, that's going to be hard. Like, why port it there? Like, PC's the best platform to play it on. I mean, at least it's cross-platform, so you could play with someone on the Switch. At least I think you could play with someone on the Switch. I'm not sure about the Switch, but you could at least play with someone on the phone. Like, my cousin sometimes uses her phone, and sometimes she uses her computer. But yeah, this game is dying. That's what I've seen. Like, it's getting harder and harder to make lobbies, random or not. And honestly, I didn't really want the game to die though, because I liked it. It just has too many problems that just prevent it from being a really fun experience. Too many problems. But anyway. I can't. I think that's really all I wanted to talk about. I can't think of anything else to talk about. Actually, hold up. Let me do something really fast. So, on the Switch, which I have right here, yeah, on Among Us it's like $5 fucking, I think. Okay, let me just check something. Yeah, you have to pay for PC too, but you don't have to pay for mobile. My friend Taman actually got Among Us from me as a present. I was like, thanks, Taman, you the best. Oh yeah, that's right. Today is Mario Day, isn't it? Actually, the Mario's like there's this thing called Mario Day where there's a sale on games on the Nintendo Switch. Like Super Mario Party, I don't care about that, honestly. I stopped paying attention to Mario Party ever since Mario Party 8 or Mario Party 9. Like Mario Party 7 was like that's the only Mario Party game I have. And I just stopped paying attention to Mario Party after like 8 or 9. Let's see. Yeah, the PC game's actually pretty good. don't really care about the Mario Tennis game. I was actually going to look something up. You know, I don't really care about 35% off sale. That doesn't mean much to me, TBH. This is irrelevant. Okay, let me look. Let me look here. Like, I still don't get, why would you port Among Us to the Switch? Like, it's going to take forever to type something. Like, look, it takes me forever just to type this. Even if I use a touchscreen. Even typing on an iPad would be better. The game is on iPad, right? I know it's on Android, but I don't know about iPad. Or iPhone even. Okay, but I was going to look something up. Among Us. $5. You know, if it were free, I would get it because I'm like, why not try it on the Switch? But if it's not but if it's just $5, I'm just like, nah, I don't care. I'm not gonna play this on the Switch, especially when the game's already dying. Yeah, why is Breath of the Wild still $60? Like, this game has been out since what, 2016 or whatever? Oh, it's on iOS? Okay. So, like, what the fuck's the point? Okay, well, there's something else I wanted to do. So there's Just Dance 2021 on the Switch. I want to download the demo. I wonder what it's like to play on the Switch. I wonder what it's like. I'm curious. I'm just really curious. I'm so curious. Okay, let's see. Like, when I first heard that Among Us was gonna be ported to the Switch, I'm like, why? Like, why? Like, I feel like like, you can just tell when certain ports aren't gonna work out. Yeah, it's annoying having to pay $60 for Nintendo Switch games. Ooh, is there a demo here too? Ooh, there's a demo. Okay, now what about 2019? Nope. 28. Oh, wait. There wasn't a 2019 version for the Switch. If they increase prices to 70, I'm just not buying I'm just not gonna buy any of those video games anymore because that's just fucking ridiculous. Like, that's just I almost said that word. I mean, stupid. That's just completely stupid. Well, when did the Switch come out? Just Dance. Yeah, I think the Switch. I think they started making games for Nintendo Switch for Just Dance. Just Dance games for Nintendo Switch. I think they started with 2020. Nope, whatever. Anyway. But, yeah. Okay. But anyway, Nintendo Online is one of the stupidest things I've ever seen. At least test again game onto the port before starting selling. Okay, yeah, that's the... I don't know why developers do that. Like with Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, Chain of Memories, I should say. Like, they ported over to the PS2, but it was such a bad port. Like, that Chain of Memories game was just so bad. Like, having to shuffle through cards in a 3D space while moving around and jumping and attacking, while watching your enemy's cards, making sure that your cards don't break against their cards. Like, they didn't test that game. You could tell they didn't test that game. And it's the same thing here with Among Us for the Switch. It's like, why would you port it to the Switch when people don't have a way to chat quickly? Like, there's no voice chat feature, and at least I don't think there is, and you can't type fast on this. Unless there was some sort of keyboard thing you could use and type it like that way, that's fine, I guess. But like, why on the Switch? Why? I like the old Just Dances better than the new ones. A lot of people do. In fact, I'm honestly getting kind of bored, so what I'm going to do... Well, we're pretty much done with this stream, but I feel like doing a bit more after this. Oh, wait, sorry, I should say the end. I got a bit distracted there, so yeah. The end. But okay, so what do you guys think I should do? Well, first let me just end this. So okay, so that's the end of this Among Us rant stream. I'm pretty sure I covered everything. But before I end this stream, I need to ask. DBC, I'm not sure if you mentioned this earlier. I don't think there's a voice chat feature, right, where you could talk into a microphone or whatever. Or is there on the Switch? I don't know. Honestly, I honestly don't know. But because I'm just curious. I don't remember if there is one or not, or you might have mentioned already, but I don't remember. Cries and poor. Oh, Blue. My Blue. My little Blue. I love 3. Well, no, I actually don't like 3. See, I love 3 for its soundtrack, but I hate it for its motion tracking on all platforms. PS3, Wii. I never played the PS3 version, but I'm sure it's shit. Wii, Xbox 360. I have both of those versions, and they both suck. Sorry. Anyway. No, there isn't. You need an app on the phone for it. That's so stupid. You're right. Oh my god. But yeah, Just Dance 4 is the best. But anyway. But yeah, I don't know why they ported it to the Switch. When I first heard it, I thought it was a stupid idea. And it turned out to be a stupid idea. It was a stupid idea. Like, I'm just like, why would you port it? I don't get it. But anyway. Yeah, there really should be a voice chat feature built in for these games. At least with Discord, you can just set up a lobby and then, people can play the game and talk in Discord. So that's something. So that's one benefit of playing on the PC. But with mobile and Switch, you don't have that. So you're kind of fucked. No, I like Just Dance 3 I like Just Dance 3 for its soundtrack, but its motion tracking is so bad. But Just Dance 4 had both a good soundtrack and good motion tracking. So it's like Just Dance 3, but better. 2014 was not bad. 2014, I'm kind of divided on that. I like it kind of, and then I kind of don't. I feel like it had too much content. Like, do you really need all of these on-stage alternates or whatever? Like, that, I feel like it just had way too many routines. Thank God they cut down on that, because 2014 was like their biggest game. I'm like, guys, that's too much. Because to be honest, I touched the on-screen routine. I said on-screen. I touched the on-stage routines once and then never touched them again. Just never touched them again. I was like, nope. I mean, they're nice, sure, but I don't feel a need to play them more than once. First, Joy-Cons play Just Dance, now phones. Yeah, I don't know why Ubisoft would ever map. Like, why have a dancing game mapped to just one hand? Like, why use a motion controller? I mean, I can kind of understand them doing that for the first few Just Dance games because the Wii was the first that actually did motion gaming, at least on a grand scale. But then I'm like, guys, like, why? It's just tracking only your right hand. Like with the Switch, the phone, the PS Move, the Wiimote. Why? Yeah, I did a JD4 stream months back. Like, I actually did too, if you remember. Like, remember the first one I did along with the Dance Central 3 and Connect Sports? I did a series of Connect streams there. Like, I was just switch between games during, like, the streams. And I also did. And I also did. I also did Just Dance 4 again when I a few months back when I revisited it. Yeah, yeah. I already revisited it. I'm actually going through all these Just Dance games in order. I already did. I did 2018, then 2019, then 2020, uh, then 1, then 2, then 3, then 4 again, I think. And then 2014. And now I'm going to do 2015, and then 2016, and then 2017. And I'm going to do 2021 again, but for the Xbox One this time, instead for the shitty-ass PS4 with the shitty-ass camera. I mean, shitty-ass PS4 version. I mean, the PS4 isn't shitty. The Just Dance game for it is. 2021. Okay. Let me just stop recording here. I could keep streaming after this point, but let me just stop recording here because I mean, I'm sure people know at this point it's the end, but I don't want to make this recording too long. But I'll keep talking after I stop the recording. So I'm not going to end the stream yet. I'm just going to stop the recording. But yeah, that's the end of this that's the end of the Among Us rant stream. I think I've covered every single issue here. The game, I like it. It really has. I feel it really has helped my logical and analytical skills, but the people and the programming ruin the fucking game. The people do stupid things or do things that are just really assholey and mean and just fucking rude and inconsiderate. And the glitches and the programming issues ruin the game too. It's a good game. It just, well, kind of good, but it needs work. What will be the next rant stream? Oh, I actually have an idea. So I'm gonna rant with Tanman about the Danganronpa series. We already finished. We finished 1 and 2 and Ultra Despair Girls and 3, and we also watched the anime. So we pretty much know about the Danganronpa lore. We're well versed on that. So we'll have no problems ranting about each game and as well as the anime, because these games are good. Oh wait, let me stop this recording. I forgot. But well, let me just keep going. Might as well. I don't care. But yeah, like a lot of these games are good, but they do have issues in certain places, and Tim and I will talk about those as well as issues in the anime. No, Nime's talking about Rantstream on Bully. I don't think there'd be. I don't think I could do one there because the game's pretty solid. I can't really find much wrong with it. But can you add me back on Xbox? Did I not? Did I have you at one point? Well, I don't know. But anyway, I'm just gonna stop the recording right here. So. Not going to say goodbye yet, but to everyone who's watching the recording, goodbye. And thank you for watching. Okay, so I stopped the recording. What the hell is going on with my computer? Oh yeah, the frame. What the hell? Oh, it's the Switch thing. Did my Switch mess it up? Whoa, my trackpad's all messed up. What the hell? Is it my mouse? It can't be my mouse. My mouse is turned off. What the hell? Oh, maybe it was my Switch. Because I had my Switch on my computer, but for some reason it was causing my trackpad to go crazy. Okay. Okay, so... Wait, what the hell? What the fuck? It was paused at 100%. Oh, okay, we got it. No, not yet. Okay, so Blue Do you have Just Dance Greatest Hits? I don't think I ever added you before, Sluggy Man, but I don't mind adding you. You seem pretty cool. You're not just some random ass person. You actually have visited a few of my streams. Okay. So what do you guys think I should do after this? Like, I feel like doing a few Just Dance games right after this stream, but like not the one I have for Xbox One. Like, I feel like doing some on the Switch and on, like, I have the demo, Just Dance 2020 and Just Dance 2021. The demo for those, as well as some Wii motion games. I feel like doing some motion games with the controller. I just feel like, I don't know, I feel like doing motion games with the controller. Just Dance games with the motion controller. I don't know. I feel like challenging myself. But I already did 3 and 4 with the, no, I never did 4 with the Wii. Did I? No. Yeah, like I could do like one. I could start with Just Dance. I don't want to do Just Dance 1 or 2. I already did those. I already did those. Dying Light Rant next stream. I could do that. Well, I don't know. Because again, that game's pretty good. I can't find much wrong with it, except for a few certain instances where it's like, with the story, the writing, where Crane is all like, "Oh my God, Raheem, you were my best friend." No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. You barely knew him. You had only a few missions with him. But when Crane had the same reaction, you know, after what happened to Jade, that made sense. But his reaction after what happened to Raheem, that didn't make any fucking sense. Like, I expect sadness, but not like, "Oh my God, Raheem! Raheem!" Let's calm down, Crane. Anyway. Twilight Princess. Ew! You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna do it. That damn kid. I still like him though. Same. Okay. So what I'm gonna do after this is that I'm actually going to try Just Dance on the Switch. So I'm gonna like play. I don't have the games on the Switch, but I'm gonna actually like play with the motion controller just to see how the experience is. I think. Let me check. Let me check some footage of it. Hold up. I don't know. Let me look. Okay, so they don't let you play all of them. I'm just looking at to see what it looks like. So this is what the demo looks like. Okay, so they let you play only 2 songs? That's fucking lame. Wow. Pathetic. So just kill this love and talk. That's so fucking lame. Oh my God. Like, only 2 songs. Wow. Okay, well, what about 2021? What's the demo there? I'm curious. But he doesn't have the skills to handle the zombies. Ha. Okay. I don't know anything about Life is Strange, TBH. Yeah, at this point I'm just talking about random shit. For those who didn't already realize. Oh my God. I hate ads. I fucking hate ads. I hate ads. And like they're not even real. Okay, so there are 2 of them. Yeah, just the same. Like they let you play only 2 of the songs. Heh. Yeah, they let you play only 2 of the songs, and then that's it. Ah, well. Okay. Well, never mind. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I don't know, though. Bruh, 2 songs for a demo. Yeah, just 2 songs and that's it. I'm like, that's gonna be too short. Unless I do other Just Dance games. Like 2015, I could practice 2015. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is like do these 2 demos for 2020 and 2021 on the Switch. And then I'll do 2015 for the Wii. Because I actually do need to practice it anyway, so I guess I could do that. How long ago did I do Just Dance 2 and 1? Oh, I don't know, months ago? It was months ago at least, I know that. But yeah. Okay, but yeah, that's okay. I don't mind doing it. Let me go get my hold up. Okay, sorry. Oh shit! I almost tripped over a wire. Sorry, I almost tripped over a wire. Twilight Princess. Ew. Like they're the only. Are they gonna remake Twilight Princess for the Switch? Because if they are, I would play that. Like if they port it over to the Switch, I mean, because they have it. They have a better version on the Wii U, but I don't have a Wii U, so. So yeah. I'm thinking. Hold on. I would do anything for a Switch port. And as long as it's not $60 Nintendo. I agree. Remember the B-movie game, Chime? What about that? How about that? I guess I could. I don't remember much about it though, but I could. Trying to think. I feel like streaming something else after this, but I can't decide what. I don't know. Oh, DBZ, did I tell you? Oh, I don't think I told you. No, you already know. Never mind. You already know. I don't know. Okay. Man, I've already caused this stream to go on long enough. I'll have to decide myself, but... Chi-Man, don't you have Smash Ultimate? Where would you rate the game in top 5 Smash games? Melee will always be my favorite, but Smash Ultimate is a very close second. Smash 4 is good, but since I didn't have a Wii U, since I don't have a Wii U, I can't really play it. Unless they port over to the Switch, but why would they? Brawl is the worst, obviously. N64 was okay, but it was just bare bones compared to Melee, which had a shit ton more content. So I rate them as this: Melee, Ultimate, Smash 4, N64, then Brawl. So that's how I'd rank them. Okay. But yeah, this has already gone on long enough, and I don't want to keep people here. Although, like I did say earlier that I'm pretty much not talking about Among Us anymore, but, well, something like that. But, as to what game I'm going to stream next, I don't know. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take care of certain Call of Duty games first. I just finished Modern Warfare 1 and Modern Warfare 3, and I'm going to, like, I plan to stream Ghosts tomorrow, the campaign. And then on Thursday, I'll do Melody of Memory with Sandman. More of that. And then once I do Ghosts, I'm going to do, like, probably on Friday I could do Ghosts multiplayer. I don't feel like doing the extinction mode. I don't care for it. And then after that, I'm going to do, like, Call of Duty Ghosts 2. I said Call of Duty Ghosts. I mean Call of Duty 2, and then Call of Duty 3. Yeah, so it's going to be Ghosts. I'm going to do the campaign and the multiplayer, and I'm going to go over to Call of Duty 2, campaign only. I don't have Xbox Live anymore, so I'm not going to bother playing online. So, same goes for Call of Duty 3. So I'm going to do Ghosts, and Call of Duty 2, and then Call of Duty 3. Brawl Story mode, it's good. The multiplayer, though, oof. They took out everything that made Melee good. Like, they made it too noob-friendly. Or casual-friendly, I should say. So, and then after those Call of Duty games, in the future, I'm going to do Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, the campaign first. I'm not going to bother with the multiplayer because I don't have multiplayer on the Xbox One. And there's also, or on the PS4 for that matter. And then I'll do Advanced Warfare, the campaign on the 360. Again, I don't have multiplayer, Xbox Live multiplayer anymore, so I'm not going to bother with that. And then I'll do World War II for the PS4. And again, no multiplayer. So, it's just going to be... So, in the order, Call of Duty games going to do like Ghosts, then Call of Duty 2, Call of Duty 3, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and then Call of Duty World War II. And then that should cover all the games... That should cover all the games up to... that should cover all the games up to or was what I can't even remember what the order of games was. List of Call of Duty games in because I honestly can't remember. Okay, so what I have... Okay, so it's... Okay, so after... Okay, so it's Ghost and Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, Infinite Warfare, World War II, Black Ops 4, Mobile, Modern Warfare, Warzone, and then Black Ops Cold War. Okay, I have... Okay, so I have... Games 2 to 10. Ghost is number 10. Advanced Warfare would be 11, so I have that. Black Ops 3 is 12, I don't have that. Infinite Warfare is 13, I have that. So I have 11 and 13, and World War II is 14, so I had that. So I have games 2 to 14 except for Black Ops 3. So I don't have the first game. I have played it, but I don't have it. And I don't have game number 12. Okay. And I don't have anything after World War II. Although I'm not looking... I don't really feel like doing the Modern Warfare reboot. I've heard polarizing things about it, so... Yeah, that actually is very good, Dime. 16 GB RAM is actually very good. What made me do what I do today? I don't know. I've always been passionate about video games, so why not broadcast myself playing them and talking about them? When you say you admire me the most, you mean I admire you, or do you admire me? Because I don't understand what you mean by that. You got a Dreamcast? Hey, bitch. How much? For how much? For how much? Oh my god, I gotta know. How much, 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 how much. Ooh, I'd love to watch your streams, 9. Hmm. $120. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, even though this is what the part of this wasn't, this 30 minutes of this wasn't part of the stream, I didn't mind talking to you guys about this, about other things, because I was like, because, might as well catch up on things. I really don't want to do, well, I guess I could do Twilight Princess, I'm okay with it, it's just not one of my favorite Zelda games, and I definitely am, but I'm definitely not doing Skyward Sword. It is a hot-ass mess. Unless they fix the padding issues in that, then I'm not touching it. Like, they went and stretched the game out for 25 hours to 40 hours. I'm like, no. 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 Don't artificially pad out games like that. No. Oh, you admire me? Okay, thank you, Sluggy Man. Yeah. Finding the right capture card can be a pain in the ass. Okay, hold up. Listen. Oh yeah, Chaos Wars. Yeah, OBS. I prefer GameCube because I hate holding the stick for a while. I prefer the GameCube version of Twilight Princess, even though it's mirrored. I don't know why they mirrored it. Something about left hand, right hand bullshit. But honestly, I prefer the GameCube version. You actually, I played both. Well, I played one on the emulator, the GameCube version on the emulator, but the Wii thing I've actually played on a console, and I mean, you get more item slots, but you don't have as good as, the camera control isn't as good because you don't have a right stick. So, that's the issue. Wait. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck was I don't know what the fuck the point was. I don't. I just don't. That gives me an idea. Oh, but my mouse is plugged in. Shit. I'm gonna have to disconnect my mic for a moment. Hold on. Just checking something here. My favorite Just Dance would be probably Just Dance 4. Oh shit, did my camera freeze? Oh my god, it fucking froze. Shit, hold up. The damn thing froze. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, there we go. But this is not good. I need to fix that. This needs to zoom in all the way. Take the focus out. Okay. And there we go. There. Now I'm back. Okay. Okay, hold up. Let's see, where's the PS4 thing here? Right here, yep. Okay, let me just plug that in right here. Take that Xbox One shit out. Let that PS4 thing in. And my PS4 isn't even plugged in. Wow, okay. Hold up. Oh, what do I replace it with? Oh, I can unplug my Switch. Let me unplug my Switch. No, damn. Yeah, actually, it's okay. I'll unplug my Switch. It's fine. It's not gonna hurt anybody. There we go. Plug you in and put you on. Are you fucking kidding me? Turn on. Turn on. Why aren't you turning on? Oh my god. Okay. No, there we go. Okay. Let me take this controller. What was the point of DLC on Just Dance 2015? To waste your time. To waste your time. That's really all it was for. Like, just to take... Like, I'm glad they sell on Just Dance Unlimited because holy crap. Because, ooh. This controller is dusty and crusty. Because Ubisoft does stupid shit. Like, what? Like, they make certain songs available for certain versions. I'm like, why? Why would you do that? They just make them... Ooh, that is loud. Nah, fam, that is too loud. Way too loud. Hey, Blue, you think I should try out the Just Dance 20 and Just Dance 2020... Just Dance 2020 and Just Dance 2021 demos on the Switch? I'm just looking through my PS4 right now. The JD Rantstream. I gotta play through Just Dance first. I'm trying to decide what to do, though. And I'm being indecisive. Okay, I have Dying Light. Dude, Blue's like, perhaps. Maybe you should, maybe you shouldn't. And I'm like, fam, why are you doing this to me? Okay, or I could do a playthrough of this. Or this. Or, I don't want to do Resident Evil 0 yet. Ugh, no fam, I'm good. Ugh. Okay, I gotta pick something. Wait, try what? Try what, DBZ? Oh, that would be so cool, Nime. If only I had downloaded that version when it was free. I'm so pissed! Oh, well. Try what, DBZ? Tell me. Tell me. Please tell me. Just Dance demo. Yeah, might as well. Why not? Okay. Well, in that case, I'll be back, guys. I'm going to stop the stream for a moment and then start another stream where I just show off Just Dance, the Just Dance demos on the Switch. I got to take the screen off, though. Yeah, they always shut down the store like dumbasses. Oh, get the applause alternate Just Dance 2014. Nope, it's too late. But I just got the game. Too late. Can't you at least put on Unlimited? Nope. Well, fuck you then. I can't wait to rant on Just Dance. Oh my god, Blue and I are going to tear that series apart. We love it, but we're going to tear it apart. Okay. As well as other people like DBZ, ASCW, and the like. Okay, in that case, let me turn off my PS4 and plug my Switch back in. Okay. Oh shit, I think I unplugged it too early. My bad. Sorry, PS4, don't be mad at me. Please don't be mad at me. Like if you unplug it without turning it off first, the PS4 will say, you gotta turn me off first, bitch. And I'm like, okay, I'm sorry, damn. Nah, I'm just kidding. The PS4 doesn't say that. But it does tell you that you need to turn it off first. It's okay, Nime. I mean, you did. At least you tried to tell me. Period. PS4, Xbox One. Like, I like my Xbox One, but honestly, compared to the PS4, there's not much to do on it. Like, whatever I can get on the Xbox One, I already have on the PS4, for the most part. Like, and that's kind of why I didn't want it in the first place, why I wasn't really excited about it when it first came out, because it feels like just a fancier Xbox 360, whereas the PS4 actually provided an even greater experience than the PS3, which was already great. which I have right now. I actually have a shit ton of consoles that I wish I could show you, but my camera is facing this way and not that way. But ooh, oops, I'm moving outside the screen. I need to learn how to stay in the green screen, because I don't want to be like and it's like, gee man, where'd your arms go? I don't know. But anyway. But I'm enjoying the PS4 more. I still like the Xbox One, but honestly, I got it mainly for Just Dance and for collection purposes. I don't see myself playing on it very much, but I mean, I'm still gonna play on it, just not as much as I'm gonna play on the PS4. Turn me off first, bitch. Yeah, Xbox is really, really boring. Yeah, see, that's the thing. It just feels that way. Honestly, I prefer that over the Xbox Series X, because I don't care about the Xbox Series X. It's expensive and it's out of stock, and I don't want the Series S. I don't care about the Series S. I want the Series X, just as I wanted the Xbox One X instead of the Xbox One S, or God forbid the original. Ew. But yeah, I like it's a nice console. Kind of boring though. I don't regret getting it though. I'm just not going to see myself playing on it as much as I am on the PS4. But it's still nice to have. I mean, Just Dance, of course. The Xbox One Connect is the best sensor for capturing your movements. Better than the shitty ass PS4 camera. And of course, there are still exclusive Microsoft exclusives such as Sunset Overdrive and Halo. So it's nice to have options. But I'm gonna try the demo. I'm gonna try the demo. Anyway. I need to take the Joy-Cons off, don't I? Which one should I use? The left Joy-Con or the right Joy-Con? I don't know. They both suck so much. Let's do the right... Ooh, did I spill my Switch? Yeah. Okay, let me try the right Joy-Con. Yeah, fuck it. Let's do the right Joy-Con. Series X is going to get no sales in 2 years. The what? Who? No, I'm playing. I don't care about... Yeah, like, the Series X is boring. The PS5 looks cooler, honestly, but I don't care about either. Although I'd rather get a PS5. Since I was thinking about getting an Xbox Series X since I didn't have an Xbox One, but now that I have an Xbox One, I'm like, maybe in the future I'll get a PS5. But I don't care about the Xbox Series X. But yeah, honestly, though, this is why I didn't want to get the Xbox One first of all. Because compared to the PS4, there's just not much to do on it. It's kind of boring. But I still like the console. It's still nice. It's still a nice console. I'm still going to keep it. And there are still some games I'm going to play on it. It's nice to have options. Because I pretty much have Switch, PS4, Xbox One, Xbox 360, Nintendo Wii, and PS3, and GameCube, PS2, and original Xbox. So I pretty much have all 9 consoles from 6th generation to 8th generation, except for the Wii U and the Dreamcast. But I don't care about the Wii U. The Dreamcast would be nice to have, but I'm not really worried about getting one right now. And plus I don't see myself playing on it much. I didn't even like Jet Set Radio that much. So. Wait, what singer? What are you talking about? Lady Gaga, you mean? Okay, well, whatever. So let me turn this on again. Okay, so let me just stop the stream because I talked about random shit for like 45 minutes. So it's gonna be a bigger ratio than Xbox One and PS4 probably. The games on Game Pass are very boring. I honestly don't care about Game Pass. I guess I could get Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. I don't see myself using it very much though. Honestly, the Xbox 360 was a more exciting console than the Xbox One. But I played on 360 all the time, and I still do to this day. But the Xbox One isn't bad. It just needed better marketing. But it's not bad. PS4 though, yeah, that I was excited for that. I was like, that console seems so fucking cool. I want one. And then my brother got one for a good deal on Black Friday. I'm like, yes, bitch. Okay, but anyway, let me end the stream and then start another one. So, thank you all so much for watching this rant stream, which for the last 45 minutes, you know, wasn't really about Among Us. I'll be sure to put down in the description, but I pretty much mentioned earlier that I was done talking about Among Us long before I started rambling about shit. But anyway, yeah, in a bit I'm going to do a stream where I test out the demos on Just Dance 2020 and Just Dance 2021 for the Switch, because I want to know how a Switch feels, like the motion control and all that shit. I want to know how it feels. Yeah, the Xbox 360 was more popular than the PS3, I think, but both were popular though. They were both good. I still play on both, but I play on the 360 more. I mean, nowadays I play on the PS3 more, but I used to play on the 360 much more. I didn't really play much on the PS3 because there weren't very many games for it that in our household. But then I got more and more games for it, and now it's almost as extensive. The library is almost as extensive as that of the Xbox 360. So now I play both, and now I used to play both equally, but now well, first of all, I played Xbox 360 more, then I played both equally, and then I'm playing the PS3 more nowadays. But anyway. Yeah, the PS3 didn't fuck up its launch. It was good, but the 360 was just very good. Even though you had to pay for the online service for the Xbox 360. For the PS3, no. But for the Xbox 360, yeah, you had to. Okay. But, anyway. But, yeah. Yeah, it was still a good console, but the Xbox 360 just had more going for it, honestly. I still play both, though. I play the Wii, I play the 360, I play the PS3, I play the Switch, I play the PS4, and now I'm playing the Xbox One. Although, not that much. If it's available from GameFly, I could play it. But if it's not available, then no. Or I could rent it from Movie Training Company, too. I don't know. It depends if the game's available. If it is, sure. If it's not, no. The PS3 was like $600? The fuck? That can't be right. The 360 was $399.99 at launch. I know because I got one at full price. My uncle actually gave us enough money to go and get one, which is really kind of him. And we also got Burnout Revenge with it too at full price. Yeah, it costs quite a bit. My mom didn't even want to use the money for games, but the uncle insisted, and he's like, fine, we'll just use it for games. And it's like, and that's how our Xbox 360 got into the household, and it's been working well since. The DVD drive is kind of fucked up nowadays, but I like playing it. I still like playing the 360. I just leave a disc in the DVD drive so it doesn't get stuck, and then I don't move the 360. Okay, but yeah, let me just go ahead and start a new stream. Yeah, 6 and 7 generation were great. 8th was also good. Could have been better on the Xbox, on the party Xbox One, but still good. Oh, the PS3 was 500. Okay, that makes more sense. I was about to say 600 seems too high. Okay, but yeah. See you guys in a bit. So again, thank you for watching. Until next time, goodbye.